Always takes a second before you actually go live. I am live! Yo, what's up, guys? What is up? It's your boy Cheese, and welcome to a live stream. Today we're taking a look at the Ubisoft Forward live stream, where we'll get to see Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay. Also, yesterday there was a leak of Far Cry 6, and we saw the trailer already. Yes, I saw the trailer already. Let me get the chat right here so I can actually see what you guys are saying. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be looking at. Like you can see, there are 37 minutes left till the actual Ubisoft Forward event. Right now we're looking at a pre-show where we're looking at Trackmania, which is a game that they wanted to show off just before the event. What is up, everyone? What's up? I'm a bot. Simply Jumpers. What's up, Exodus? What's up, guys? Yeah, we'll get to see Far Cry 6 in this as well. Yesterday I saw the Far Cry 6 trailer, and actually it was a leak. No one saw that yet. All right, so I actually got it through WhatsApp. Someone sent me that leak, and yeah, it was pretty dope, I gotta be honest. And I think most people are actually here for the Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay. Assassin's Creed, let's go. Yeah, baby, let's go, man. What's up, Jake? What's up, Jake, man? How are you guys doing? Let me know down below. Let me know in the chat. I would really like to know. And also, if you are hyped, just like me, for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, make sure to hit the like button. And if you are hyped for something different, let me know in the chat, all right? So we're probably going to be looking at Assassin's Creed Valhalla, all right? That's actually, we're pretty sure that we're going to be looking at that. There's also an in-depth walkthrough at the end of the Ubisoft Forward event. And on top of that, Far Cry 6, like I just said, Watch Dogs Legions is going to be a part of this. And a new Battle Royale game, which is called, I don't know if you guys know it already, it is Hyperscape, all right? I've never played Hyperscape, but there's something big going on with that as well. You could probably know me, I don't know, maybe. What's up, Targus G? Like, from what? From the comments, from DM? Like, I've been talking with a lot of people in DM and stuff, you know? A lot of people in DM, and I used to do live streams a lot, and a lot of people know me from that. But I'm going to turn on the volume of the stream a little bit.
It's called events. And
see what these guys are actually talking about. Like you see at the left top of the screen, it's only 60 or 36 minutes left until we can actually see the event, alright? So we can actually see Assassin's Creed.
Be able to create an event in less than 2 minutes and decide which map you want to have, which kind of format. So we made everything easier for everyone.
Hey, Sonna.
Nice. So that, I mean,
do you like Assassin's Creed? That's for sure. Like,
play with your friends,
it's been a while. I think the last Assassin's Creed I played, was Black Flag. All right, it's a while back.
So these clubs, this is.
But for Valhalla, I'm really pumped. I'm really pumped.
Get into, you know, finding people who.
Rufus Doofus, do you remember me? Yes, of course I remember you, man.
Our friends are connected.
See you so many times already in the comments.
Of any size, right?
Yeah, welcome everyone to the stream.
You can have a club which is completely private.
First off, we're looking at the Trackmania. There also, like, there are 3 shows basically. Let me explain. Let me explain. So we have 3 shows. At the beginning, we're going to be looking at this Trackmania game. This is just like a pre-show. They just want to show this game off at first. The second thing that we're going to be seeing is the actual show. Alright, so we're going to be looking at Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're going to be looking at all of these awesome games. Alright, in a second, we'll also get to see some new content that they are going to put out that we probably don't know about so far. And at the end, we will be seeing some deep walkthrough of the game. S. What is up with that? What is up with the S in the chat? You're my favorite. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Black Flag was a good game. Like, how many of you guys did actually play Assassin's Creed? I know I've been uploading a lot of GTA on my channel, so a lot of people that are actually subscribed to me are like, bro, I want to see GTA, and I understand, you know. But with GTA, I didn't see a lot of potential. If I'm completely honest, obviously it's a huge game, but I wanted to try out some different things, and I wanted to do some different type of content for the channel and grow on some different games, you know, and I would find that really awesome. Odin is with us. I hope he is with us. I hope he is with us. Do you like the game, Rufus? Do you like this Trackmania game? I'm personally, like, I'm really waiting for Assassin's Creed. Really waiting for it. By the way, if you guys want to support the stream and you want to rank it a bit higher in YouTube, the only thing that you have to do is like the stream, alright? If you want to support it. And obviously you can share it everywhere you want to share it. Basically, I don't do streams regularly. I only do streams when I think it is a good moment to do so. For example, right here with this live event, which is going to be a banger. I just saw over 120,000 people are watching this live event. All right, 120,000 people are actually watching this live event, so that's pretty sick. Did they already show Assassin's Creed? No, man, they still have to show it. Like you can see, it's about a half an hour until we go into the Assassin's Creed and, you know, all the big titles. I'm really hyped to see all of that, guys. Like, I've been lately I've been watching this Netflix series called Vikings, guys. It's basically a I'm gonna like, it's pretty hard to talk when these guys are like, but I'm watching a Netflix series which is called Vikings, and this is about the story of Ragnar, but also about the story of Eivor, which is basically the main protagonist, you know, the main character of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And if you do want to understand the way the Vikings used to think, the gods they believe in, and all of these things, like, this is the perfect Netflix series for you to watch. It does have like 6 seasons, and I believe the first season had like 7 episodes, I believe. I'm right now in the 2nd season at the 9th episode. There are 10 there. So it's really helping you understand the story, the way they think. Because honestly, I didn't know that much about Vikings at all. You know, I've been playing plenty of Assassin's Creed games, but I just didn't know anything about Vikings. And that really did help me. It helped me out a lot. And if you guys want to learn a little bit more about that, you should definitely check that out as well. And the last season is about Ragnar's son. Okay, well, I'm not there yet, so please don't spoil me. Can you do more Cyberpunk videos, please? Well, yes, I can. It will take a while before Cyberpunk comes out. I think next week, probably next week, I will be live again. Because they told us that there will be yet another Cyberpunk 2077 live event, like what is it called? Night City Wire Episode 2 will come. We'll probably get to see some more gameplay. We'll get to see more of this and that. And, you know, based on that, I can make more content. Like, I do want to make a lot of content for the channel, but it has to be... No, it's not like you're spoiling me that hard, bro. I don't really care. It's not like a huge spoil, right? You're just telling me. That's just cool. Like, the son is called Brian. But I want to make more videos about Cyberpunk 2077. Basically, I want to make more videos about open world games in general. So I'm talking Cyberpunk 2077, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Obviously, this Friday, Ghost of Tsushima is going to come out. I'm going to make loads of videos on that game as well. And in the meantime, I'm hyping on one of my favorite games, which is Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Doesn't have anything to do with open world games at all, though. But I don't know. I personally really like the game, and it seems like you guys really like those videos as well, as like some of these videos literally get tens of thousands of views, which is really awesome to see. Thanks. Going to be so cool. Yeah, bro. Cyberpunk 2077 is like, obviously Assassin's Creed is a huge title, but Cyberpunk is probably topping it. If we're gonna be honest, I think in the long run, Cyberpunk could be just a game for years and years and years to come. Not as big as GTA is, not yet, but you know, you never know what's gonna happen. As long as they keep developing it. Only 30 minutes left till the event, guys. So what they're looking at right now is wait, let's put my mouse out of the screen. So what we're looking at right now is Trackmania. Also a game by Ubisoft. Everything we're seeing right here is all games by Ubisoft. Obviously, Ubisoft forward event. And in those 30 minutes, we'll get to see all the crazy stuff, guys. There we go, like you see right
at Ghost Recon Breakpoint, The Crew 2, Trials Rising, new stuff coming from all these games. You're not going to want to miss it. And then when the countdown timer hits 0, it's Ubisoft Forward, the big showcase of the latest and greatest upcoming games from Ubisoft followed by an in-depth look at Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
The post-show.
We got a lot more in store for you, so let's go ahead and throw it over to Kat.
Thank you, Chris, and hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ubisoft Forward pre-show. The main event will be starting in just 30 minutes and will feature news from our unreleased games, including Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Hyperscape, and more.
Now to warm up, we have 30 minutes of updates from the games you're already playing, like Recon Breakpoint, Trials Rising, and The Crew 2, as well as some exclusive behind the scenes so you can get to know us a little better. So let's kickstart this pre-show with an update from Just Dance 2020.
He sounds a bit French, the guy. He sounds a bit French. What's up, Wolf Monster? Just dance. Let's start dancing, guys. Wow, that's a chaotic song. So crazy tracks. I never really played a Just Dance song. I know my girlfriend's son, he likes to play Just Dance songs. I have literally never played it. I should do it one time, just for the fun of it. Virtual Paradise. All right.
If you're a Just Dance fan and want to win some cool swag, head over to the Just Dance website for all the details. For our next segment, we have
Cool
something
swag.
a little different than what we usually do. A few years ago, Ubisoft created the
Sounds a
Ubisoft
little bit louder.
Entrepreneurs Lab
Thanks
and
for
the
letting me
Open
know.
Innovation Accelerator. This allowed us to create partnerships and
This
synergies
you'll do,
with
right?
indie studios from across the industry.
And since so many industry events were canceled this year, we wanted to showcase several indie projects and teams that Ubisoft has been collaborating with over the past few years.
Our first indie showcase is developer Machine and Mensch, who is working on the Curious Expedition 2. Let's hear more from the team behind the game.
Hi, my name is Masha and I'm a game designer at Machine Mensch.
Hi, Masha.
Machine Mensch is a small and diverse indie game studio with 8 wonderful employees based here in Berlin. Our connection with Ubisoft came through a program dedicated to create ever-growing relationships with independent developers, to talk about and share expertise.
Yeah, 23rd of July is your
We
birthday.
work together in mutual respect,
Gonna celebrate
which we much
that.
appreciated.
We're working on the Curious Expedition 2, which is the sequel to our expedition simulation game. This time, the game is set in Paris in 1899, during the World Expo when the Eiffel Tower was built. But more importantly, you will be traveling to these mysterious islands. You will be interacting with unknown tribes.
That looks funny.
Fight dangerous beasts, find many secrets. Thanks to our procedure technology, every time you play, it's a new world, new characters, and a new storyline that you shape with each of your interactions until it becomes really your own unique adventure.
Okay.
And we will have more indie guests coming up later in the pre-show, so stick around. Now, a while ago, Ubisoft released its very first live-action TV show on Apple TV+, and it's a comedy about making video games called Mythic Quest Raven's
Ubisoft's
Banquet.
like
And to keep the
secretly
show
doing
authentic,
so many
Ubisoft's
things.
Red Storm Studio went above and beyond by creating a playable sandbox for the game that is actually featured in the show. So now let's head behind the scenes for an exclusive look.
This is the home of Clancy.
Okay. It's very Clancy-esque.
Yes.
I get it. All right, now I'm starting to understand.
Right.
I too keep all my awards at the front of my office. It's entirely empty.
So Mythic Quest is
We're going to be looking at so many things.
The whole show is about a team that is
I just want to
developing
see
a
like
super successful MMO
the main
RPG,
show in 20
and it's
minutes,
about,
honestly.
you know, all the people within the game development team and their relationships and what they go through in creating one of the world's most successful games.
All right. Incredible.
Look at this studio,
but
man.
are we sure that we're finished?
When we heard about what was going on, we weren't really sure if we were a great fit because we always made shooters realistic. And we listened to the pitch and we were super excited about the idea. So we thought, all right, what does Ubisoft have that we could channel?
I want to know
fit
about the
this?
new Far Cry.
You're fucking me.
Well,
Yes. You're fucking me.
I'm not enjoying it. It's for the game.
Wow, language. Jesus Christ. But if you don't want to know about the new Far Cry, I would say definitely keep watching the live stream. Yesterday, I was literally at my cousin's house yesterday playing some games, and out of the sudden I got like a WhatsApp message that said Far Cry 6 trailer leaked. And I watched it. It was fully in French, so I didn't understand a word, but I actually get to see it already. I got it on my phone.
That's what we ended up doing.
So they're probably scheduling it for this stream.
Exploding people's heads with this thing is straight fire. Crunch, man.
We had requests to do things like make a contagious viral disease in which people bleed out of their eyeballs first, then they bleed out of their anus, then they vomit and bleed out of their anus at the same time.
What the hell is this all about? They bleed out of their...
We set it up in such a way that you could...
What's up, Flays? What's up, man?
Because we didn't know what the timing was going to be. The idea here is
How
we
you
can
doing?
hit it and control the timing of when things are happening. So
Why is
the
everyone
next time you hit it,
vomiting
it
in
starts
this game?
puking out blood. And
What
at this
the
point, we would
hell?
probably have the camera start panning back like this, and then you can hit the button again, and you can see the blood ocean itself has started coming in.
What?
And so now they're all bleeding out of the back end as well. And then the final is just everybody exploding in bloody gore. And then this was Keith's idea. He wanted the skulls coming up and bobbing up and down in the water. So.
These people are sick.
David, can we actually make this quick? I've got a lot of work to do stripping blood ocean out of everything.
Yeah. Releasing a disease in the game right before a global pandemic was not a great look.
Today was the first time we showed Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet to an audience.
These guys have
I've
humor
never
as
seen
well.
it with more than 6 or 7 people in a room. And so I wanted to make sure that we gave them an opportunity to hopefully recognize that this is a giant love letter to them,
that was really
to
weird.
the industry itself.
I was a little nervous, I gotta be honest. I thought it was gonna be a little cringy, but it was fantastic.
I thought there was
It is
a
cringy.
lot of truth and in the humor.
It's about time that we had a show about our industry.
You could tell when the audience was laughing, when they really hit something that felt like the game industry.
I think it's brilliant.
Mythic Quest. People literally bleeding out of their...
Alright, so if you have not yet seen it, the first season of Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet is available right now on Apple TV Plus, and a full version of the
Hey, how are
season
you?
will be
What's
coming
up,
out
man?
over the next
Striker
few days.
977. What's
Alright,
up, man?
now it is time
I'm
to
doing okay.
fasten your seatbelts and start your engines.
I'm doing okay.
As we head out to Lyon, France to visit
Like,
our team at Ubisoft Ivory Tower.
I just
to
want
get
these
an
games
update
to be
on the
awesome,
Crew
man.
2.
Hey, Crew 2. All right.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Crew 2 at Ubisoft Forward.
Thank
My
you.
name's James Reese. I'm a community developer here at Ivory Tower, and I'll be your host for this quick glimpse into all the exciting things we have going on over the next few weeks. It's been 2 years already since launch, with 6 major updates and hundreds of vehicles under our belt. And our latest update, Summer in Hollywood, only went live a few days ago. Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah, we go with the music already. Oh, nice Porsche. July 8th. The Beach DLC. Neon Battle, July the 22. I don't play Crew 2, by the way, but looks pretty cool. Special modded events. Super 70s, August the 19th. Summer on
Can't wait
holiday.
for you to get your hands on what's coming. There have been a few speed bumps along the way, but over the past 2 years, you, the community, have made the Crew 2 a motorsports playground where all players are welcome and where
man.
anything is possible. So thank you to the Crew.
Saw the
Social,
reflections on the
Exchange,
cars.
Discord, Reddit,
Pretty
and
crazy.
all of our players. We've got a little something for you in-game to show our appreciation. It's the 67 Volkswagen Beetle. So let's see what kind of Hollywood twist you can put on it.
It's
That's it from
crazy,
me.
bro.
There'll be more news dropping over summer, so keep your eyes peeled. Starting with this.
Damn, they got plenty of things coming. Like 5 or 6 DLCs. Flashy 80s. Oh my god, a DMC. Makes me think of Cyberpunk 2077. Knight Rider. Ferrari. I should play it? Yeah, should I? It looks pretty sick. I know my nephew, my cousin plays this sometimes. Year 3. That's a cool thing with these games. Like, they keep coming with new things.
Make sure to boot up the game right now to unlock the amazing 69 Volkswagen Beetle that was just shown in the video. And stay tuned in the near future for more info about Year 3 of The Crew 2. Our next video is from our second indie guest, Bossa Studios, who will be injecting
another indie game
dose of fun with Surgeon Simulator 2. Enjoy.
Oh my god, this is funny. This is funny, guys.
Hi, I'm Nick from Bossa Studios, and I'm a
Surgeon Simulator. I've seen so many of that.
So at Bossa, we're always keen to share game development knowledge, and Ubisoft has been a fantastic partner in this. They deliver lectures on procedural content development and player science. And in turn, we shared with them the ideation processes that we use to develop initial ideas into living, breathing games. Which brings me on to Surgeon Simulator 2. We've really doubled down on the physics-based pandemonium that the series is notorious for. And we've pretty much expanded on every other aspect of the game as well. So
that's how I played a game as well.
Just a floating hand confined to the operating table. You're actually a full first-person surgeon with an entire medical facility to explore. And in addition to
like these people walk around like
in story mode,
like zombies.
You'll now be able to create your own unique levels and experiences using Bossa Labs creation mode. So it's really easy to use.
I just hope they show a better, more polished version of Valhalla gameplay with some stealth. They did show a actually a 3 minute. No, I'm saying that wrong. An 8-minute version of the game got leaked. So the volume is a bit loud, but like. There was an 8-minute version of the game that did get leaked, which was in the later process, alright? So a lot of people were like, well, there's a leak, but this is an old build, or they were like, this looks crappy. But there was actually a new leak as well, so that's where people get confused.
And in fact, if you pre-order Surgeon Simulator 2,
like a couple of days ago,
you can receive exclusive closed beta access.
Surgeon Simulator 2. Got 60 minutes
left. For those of you who are just joining us, you are watching the pre-show, and Ubisoft Forward will start once the countdown on your screen reaches 0. And make sure you log into Uplay to unlock rewards as you watch the main event. But now, our next segment is about an Easter egg in The Division 2. So let's go behind the scenes with
Division 2. All right, I got that game as well.
In Malmo, Sweden, to find out more.
Running through collapsed buildings, climbing over fallen debris, and encountering makeshift living spaces is common for players of The Division 2. Within its post-pandemic environment, many players have spotted something a bit more unusual, which has left them asking, what's up with all of these rubber ducks?
So there's a thing in programming especially where you talk to a rubber duck, and it's a way to solve your problems. If you talk to a rubber duck and you just say things out loud, it helps.
I want to let you guys know, by the way,
to take this to another level, and he used the
if you log into Ubisoft.com right now, you will get Watch Dogs 2 for free. Alright? Watch their live stream on their thing for 2 minutes and you get this game for free on the PC.
Memorials to it across the world.
Just wanted to let you guys know that.
What started off as little memorials, and then we started adding stories to them. So there's one where these 2 ducks are sitting on a bench having a date together, and there's another one somewhere where he's sitting with an umbrella hiding from the rain. The idea of the ducks is similar to the rest of our storytelling, where we're trying
I wanted to show my Division game, but I have it digitally.
Because you're coming in as a Division agent to try and save what you can and rebuild, but you need to know there's something there to save. So having bits of happiness lets you know like it's still worth saving for these little happy moments.
One shrine in particular became a beloved fan favorite, showing up multiple times across YouTube and Reddit.
All these ducks.
Karen, how was your day?
Well, Luke, it's been productive.
So the origin story of Productive,
that was
one
really
of our level
cringy.
designers made an amazing pun one day, and we decided to make a graffiti out of it and put it in the game, and it became like a duck shrine, and players started finding it and wondering where it came from.
We've been finding these rubber duckies all over the map. It says here on the wall in graffiti, Productive, and there's a large rubber ducky, bigger than all the other ones we've found, and he's got bottles of booze all around him. Not only that, but he has a couple soldier duckies guarding a parrot in a cage. but there's more just like this in the Division 2.
These guys are weird.
What's really great
What are
about
we
our
watching?
community
We're
is they
watching
come
the
together,
Ubisoft
they
Forward
find
event
a
where we get
common
to
thing
see
that they want
Assassin's
to
Creed
develop
Valhalla
or find
gameplay,
or
Far
get
Cry 6,
unlocked,
we get to see
and they just put
Hyper
time
Scape,
and effort
and
into
we
it.
also get to see some
We don't put
of
them in
the
easy to find
game Watch
places.
Dogs Legion.
So that means players are genuinely
That's what we're
hopefully
watching, man.
enjoying just exploring the
Only 30
environment and
minutes left.
finding all these little Easter eggs we've hidden around. And
This is
also
like
not
a
the Easter eggs,
pre-show
just the
kind
main
of thing
part
in
of the
front
game
of
and all the
this,
storytelling we put into it. I haven't found all of them. I don't know exactly how many there
You guys are looking to get...
but they haven't found all of the ducks yet.
You guys are looking to
Encouraged by
get
the
Watch
community's
Dogs 2
response to the
for
ducks,
free on the
developers
PC.
recently hid another secret in the game and made it the
Just
focal
you
point
only have to
of an
spend 2
all-new
minutes on the
community
Ubisoft.com website
We
right
actually
now
put
during
Tommy
this
the Teddy Bear
stream,
into the
alright?
game. So
Just
Tommy
want
the
to let
Teddy
you
Bear
guys know
is
so you
a
don't
trauma
miss out.
teddy mentioned in a lot of lore.
And by the way,
but
hi,
bear
Aaron
itself
Bus.
actually
What's
was
up,
not in
bro?
the game. With episode 3, we put
What's
a
up,
bunch
Atlas?
of them into the world. Actually opened up an Easter egg hunt for him specifically.
It's a nice little exciting moment when you kind of open Reddit and you see.
By the way,
someone
guys,
found
make sure to
thing
hit the
that you
like
kind of just snuck
on
in
the
under
stream.
radar.
We'll rank the
No one
stream a
really
bit
knows
higher.
about it, and some of the players are really clever. There's some hard Easter eggs that some of the level designers and gameplay designers have put in, and people have managed to solve it with no.
Can we skip this?
Solve it with no help whatsoever. Gamers are smart.
Thank you.
So now that you know, be on the lookout for both ducks and teddy bears next time you boot up the Division 2. We now have our final indie guest, Thunder Lotus Games, who were the 2017 winner of the indie series that took place in Montreal.
All right, last
so let's
indie
find out
game,
more
guys.
about the beautiful coziness of Spiritfarer in this next video.
Hey everybody, I'm Rodrigue, marketeer at Thunder Lotus. We're an indie
Spiritfarer.
studio based out of Montreal, Canada, and makers of the games Jotun, Sundered, and our new game Spiritfarer, which is due out later this year.
That's crazy. What?
For the past 6 years, we've tried to make AAA quality games with a hand-drawn indie heart. Hitting a quality standard consistently in game dev is a huge
She looks like a
challenge.
man.
There's
That
so
is
much
not a nice
trial and
thing to
error on
say,
the
bro.
path. And during the Sundered production, we were lucky
she
enough to have the
doesn't
Ubisoft
really like.
Entrepreneurs
I
Program
don't
in our
think
corner
so.
to help us reach our goals. As co-winners of the Ubisoft Indie Series in 2017, we received not only
Nice.
generous funding, but also
This
crucial
looks pretty crazy,
mentorship
like the
and
boss
access
fight
to
is-
the Ubisoft testing facilities. So we're grateful to Ubisoft for their support and helping us make what would become our biggest success to date. We've taken that experience with us onto what is our most ambitious production yet, and that's Spiritfarer, which we're calling a cozy management game about dying. In Spiritfarer, you play Stella, the newly appointed
A
fairy
game
master
about
to the
dying,
sea.
which is cozy.
And as Stella,
I have
you're
to
gonna
delete
build a
some
boat
footage,
and
guys, so I
explore
can
the
actually
world in search of
record the
spirit
stream from the
passengers,
important point on,
seeking
so that's like
passage
in
to the
10 minutes.
afterlife. You're going to spend relaxing quality time with them, you're going to create lasting memories, but ultimately you're going to have to learn how to say goodbye to your cherished friends. It's a game that's near and dear to our hearts and something really special. We can't wait to share it with the world later this year. So look for it soon on PC, on Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox Game Pass. Thanks a lot, and cheers.
It is time for an update on our favorite motorcycle platformer with the insanity, pain, and triumph we all know and we all love. Trials Rising came out last year, but I think the team from our Red Link studio in Helsinki has a little surprise coming to the game for the fans of the
Like, she
franchise.
doesn't
So
really
let's take
look
a
like a man. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, this is cool. What's this called? What is this called again? Trail.
Hi, we're here today to introduce you to
Spirit
an exciting
Rising,
new
yeah.
endurance challenge coming to Trials Rising. But to make sure that we respect social distancing guidelines, Auntie and I decided to...
Fire the goose now!
What? Fire the goose?
Fire!
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the
This
Giga
is as
track.
cringy as any game event.
Far from a remake of the classic track from Trials Evolution, this is an all-new journey across the world of Trials Rising, in by far the longest track that we've ever put in a trial.
Did you tell him it's the longest track ever?
Yeah, I'm telling them that. By far the longest track we've
Tony
ever
Hawk's
put
Pro
in a Trials
Skater
game.
remake
The Giga
is-
track will take you across many different environments, from the iconic...
All right, I deleted some files, guys. There we go.
Yeah, I was just... Maybe you want to tell them.
Did you guys ever play this game, Trials Rising?
And it ends and it's long.
I think it feels like a mobile game, right?
And also one secret thing.
It's for the PS4 as well, but it looks like a mobile game. That's all I'm saying. Like,
prepare for the ultimate test of Trials endurance. GigaTrack releases this Thursday,
Oh,
July 16th, for
crazy
the
backflip.
low price of.
If you tell them it's free.
You heard that right, riders. GigaTrack will be available for free to all Trials Rising players when it releases this Thursday.
these guys are crazy, man. I have never played this neither. Yeah, well, my friend, one of my friends actually
Giga
played
track
it.
is coming to the game, and it will be the longest, most insane track in Trials history, and it will be free for
He's
all
happy.
Trials Rising
You
players.
see that? He's happy.
Now for our last game update, the Ghost Recon Breakpoint team is ready to share some details on their upcoming updates. AI teammates are coming to the game. Let's have a look at the trailer.
Okay, some Ghost Recon in-game content.
The time has come. AI teammates are back in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And for all solo players, they're gonna be a game changer. Available at any point after you have reached Erewhon for the first time, Fury, Fix-It, and Vasily can be activated or dismissed at will. And from the beginning, you will be able to fully customize them. This customization includes all of the physical attributes, as well as gear, equipment, or even full costumes. Your teammates can be tweaked just as much as your main character.
It looked like they didn't have a lot of
Just
effort.
like
Well, this
Nomad,
is actually
your
more like a
teammates will adapt
pre-show
and react
before
to
we
the
go
world of
into the
Aurora and its
real show.
environments. And they will always follow your own behavior.
Or filling up.
If you decide to go stealth, they will equip silencers and crouch, or go prone when possible. But if you decide to go loud and open fire, they will stick by your side. When deployed, you can issue different orders to your teammates through the order wheel. There are 4 different orders you can give to your teammates. You can tell them
Cool
to
that you can have
regroup on your
teammates in the
location,
game, though.
to hold their current position, to go to a specific location, and to open fire on nearby enemies. These orders can be given at any time, even through your binoculars and drone. Once they approach potential threats, the teammates will notify you and mark them automatically.
Got a hostile.
With a good look at your enemies, you will be able to set up a sync shot where each of your teammates picks a target. You can even link it to your 3 sync shot drones for a simultaneous 7-target takedown. The teammates have weapons equipped at all times, a versatile assault rifle to accommodate all situations, and a primary weapon that you will be able to fine-tune. Indeed, apart from mark upgrades and passive bonuses, the full gunsmith is accessible to your teammates. And their weapon of choice will have a direct effect on the battleground. Depending on the type of weapon they have equipped, the teammates will adapt their engagement distance and rate of fire, from close-distance shotgun wielding all the way to long-distance sniper shots. Of course, if you get taken down, your teammates' priority will be to try and rescue you. To achieve that, they will first focus their fire on the surrounding enemies before getting to you. And they will expect the same from you, especially as you will be able to carry them to safety if the situation requires it. Finally, the teammates will also be your best allies in any vehicle, especially on the road and during high-stake pursuits. The teammates will be available for all solo Ghost Recon Breakpoint players on July 15th, and we cannot wait to see your reactions. We'll see you on the battlefield, Ghosts.
All right, guys, we're going in now. Let's see, how much do I have? 107 gigabytes. That should be enough to record
Hey,
with,
Ghosts.
right?
I'm Grace from the Ghost Recon team. As you've just seen, the AI teammates are finally landing in Ghost Recon Breakpoint with our next major update on July 15th. Alongside the
God damn
AI
it, I
teammates,
threw all
this
my
update
games on
comes
the
with a
ground.
ton of new content, including a gunsmith upgrade, new PvP content, quality of life updates, and more. You will be able to try it all during our next free weekend from July 16th to July 20th. But that's not all. We've got one last thing to show you. Enjoy, and we'll see you on Aroa, Ghosts.
Another Ghost Recon, and now we're going into Assassin's Creed and all of that. Guys, let me know in the chat what you guys are the most hyped for.
Against Sentinel's
I would like to know.
of Aroa. We call on all of Aroa to join us. Separated, Sentinel wins.
My favorite game of this is obviously Assassin's Creed
We cannot be defeated.
of the stream. Possibly Far Cry 6. That looks pretty cool. I never got to play Ghost Recon. I remember like when it came out, I almost actually pre-ordered the game.
And now our very final video for this pre-show is another episode of our wow moments comparing the craziest and coolest clips from you, our players.
Are we in there? Oh, this is Steep. I love Steep. Like, Sana really played a lot of Steep on my PlayStation. She really likes Steep. That's a crazy clip. It's just some compilation of some crazy gameplay. Far Cry 5 with the suit, wingsuit. Oh no, he's not gonna snipe him out. He sniped him out of that helicopter? Wow, yeah. Brawlhalla. We only know Valhalla here. Only Valhalla. No Brawlhalla. Rainbow Six Siege. That's just actually a subscriber bought me this game. Like, I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago. He bought me this game for the PlayStation. And his name was Magical Mike, I believe was his name. It's been a couple of years, guys. It's been a couple of years. Crew 2. This is... Oh, you can make custom maps in Crew 2? That's how you park a car. For Honor. I haven't played this For Honor game. Ubisoft have so many big titles.
So there's a line that people want me to yell.
Martin Coppa, voice actor of
I can't
Muzzle.
usually do it because I'll freak out my neighbours. But as you can see, I'm at the Crashing Ocean Beach, and there's no one too close. So, reloading! Someone told me to go.
That voice though. Like, it takes you right back to the game. That's how you take out an enemy. Oh, Guitar Hero. Rocksmith. Through the Fire and Flames. I actually listened to this song when I was like freaking like 12 or something. Submit your clips. wowmoments.ubisoft.com. Guys, we're going in. I'm going to record this bit right now.
If you also have amazing gameplay segments you captured from our games, spread the joy and submit them on
you
the
guys
link
can also
displayed on your
submit
screen right now.
You guys can also
guys,
submit.
It is time for us to wrap up this pre-show.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-show featuring a deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Thanks a lot for watching this pre-show and enjoy Ubisoft Forward.
This guy looks so friendly. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Well, they're creating the hype. They're doing this really, really well. Guys, like the stream, man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
This is Ubisoft. This is Ubisoft Forward. Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs. See the games.
Join us.
All right, we're in.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Mageed. Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
Okay, guys, Watch Dogs Legions.
The illegal paintings spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group DedSec is marked as potentially dangerous.
Wow. That looks almost real. That's crazy.
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out because I was not a foreigner. Then they
Wait,
came
this
for
is
the
real.
protesters.
This is real footage, but
I
edited.
did not speak out because I was not a protester.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Definitely. Oh my god.
Then they came for the journalists. And I did not speak out because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists. But I did not speak out because I am not a street artist.
Like, it's hard to see what is real and what is gameplay, man. Like, I still don't know if it's real or game. I still don't know if it's real or like gameplay or anything like that. Like, obviously that's not possible, but you know what I mean, right? All right. It's so cool to see London City in a game, bro.
Come for me.
Yeah, is this game or real life? Like,
Speak for me.
I don't know. I think it's a combination, to be honest. Like, when we were like in the underground, I thought that was actually real.
Sorry, miss. Jesus! Alright, so we're in a total mess now, so let's get the hell out of here.
Let's get the hell out of here. London. Suicide door. Bro, I miss London so much, man.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed Albion...
Well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal...
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try it on.
The new key suspect...
This looks so wicked. The guy with the pig mask.
A 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities...
What is up with his nose? Reclaim of Future, a Ubisoft film. So they said it was a film. So I think it was partly...
I'm Clint Hawking.
Cinematics, partly actually
Clint has been a longtime
film,
creative
like
force here at Ubisoft,
camera
and now
footage.
he's bringing this vision to Watch Dogs Legion.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto
Short
Mielgo.
film. There you go.
That was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you. You help them with their problem. You play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team. And then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
So funny, like all the English accents in such an America style game.
Think more underground.
What, DedSec?
What,
yeah,
DedSec?
right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
I like it. I like it.
Our London town. A modern metropolis.
Oh my God, new trailer.
Built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up. And one night to tear it all down.
No, don't do... guys. Don't blow it up, man.
Oh my
Holy.
Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
Oh, missiles and everything. Drones.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This
What the
market
hell?
is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers.
I want to play that story. Honestly.
With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him. Her. Or even her. Everyone can become your next secret weapon. In our first mission, we need to get some dirt on Nigel Cass, and that means breaking into Albion headquarters.
Oh, I've been in that castle in real life, guys, with my school
hardy
friends.
Souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes.
There you see the spark in the back.
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec,
I've literally been standing where this guy is right
but as
here.
a construction worker,
Oh,
he
it's
has
so
a
weird.
particular set of tools that make him handy.
I even have an Instagram photo in list location. Literally this spot
He can
of that
even
shot.
his own cargo drone.
Oh my god.
Perfect for gate crashing when you're not invited. And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail gun?
You're shooting with a nail gun? VR. I don't have the VR. And I get super dizzy with the VR. So I don't like to use
this
that.
mission differently.
If I'm really
if
honest.
you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
What have we here?
A real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Oh, the spider literally electrocutes
A
him.
drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
She aims, she fires, she hits.
You just give them some electricity shots.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor. And if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done. Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here might be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Oh, easy.
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of
It's
insurgents.
cool how you can use all of these
Do
different
anything
characters
suspicious
like in
and she'll
different
probably
ways.
wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the defense minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must.
If you feel you must. That's the police. Oh my god. Okay.
Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner
Yeah,
himself.
VR is just like,
Assassinated
for me
by
it's not done.
terrorists.
Like,
Well,
especially
that
not
seems to be
racing
enough
games
evidence.
and stuff.
Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
The game looks really good.
He does have a slight drinking problem, though. And he's passed out. We'll come back to him. You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional.
Oh my god, he's strangling.
It's almost crass to call him a hitman.
Shot to the head. Like, this ain't a nail gun. This is just a gun with a silencer. Crazy how many different approaches this game has. Like, there's such a big variety of characters you can pick between to complete tasks.
The bastard responsible. Done and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero.
It's fun. It's really fun. It's actually really good.
So get out there, find the best recruits, and build your resistance.
And all these, like, rememberable places in the middle of London, and it's good. Watch Dogs Legion is going to be a blast, that's for sure. It's going to be really awesome. October,
plunging the player into a
29th.
living, breathing city, teeming with unique locales and characters.
So it's not out
has
now.
always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Mutt to tell us more.
In Canada. That's like crazy. Like, people are building this game in Canada. It's about London.
I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict. And we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2. And there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity. So, I was fortunate
so you better look for it.
Last year, some of the people that I was showing our demo
this
to
was
were from
last
London.
year's
So
stream.
no matter where I dropped them in the city, they'd go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden. This, you know, this feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster." When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, you know, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
I want to go back to London. We might as well do it in a game. I know your brother. Yeah, of course, Luca.
And now some news for Brawlhalla fans. In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
In Valhalla? What? A Brawlhalla. I thought he said Valhalla.
2, 1, brawl.
40 million players? Like, I literally never heard of this game before. Mobile game, yeah. It's probably free to play, right? Cross-play with everyone. Wait, so you can play it on the... Then it's probably not free to play if you can cross-play the game. August 6th. Alright, it's not even out. Or wait, maybe it comes to mobile on that date and it's already out on PC
whether you
or
need a
something?
Tom Clancy action fix on the go or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy franchises in gaming, we've got you covered.
Who's doing a stream as well? Your stream is more fun. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Who are you talking about? Like recently, I'm also looking in the mobile games. Literally discovering all these things which I never took the time for to do. Join a battle. Era of Chaos. So recently I'm also looking into all these mobile games. Let's see what we got, guys.
The target is being held on the ground floor.
This looks cool. It kind of looks like Fortnite, right? A little bit. Elite Squad. Bang! He was blown away. There you go.
Contact. Montaigne is down.
Shoots him in his toe. It's not Fortnite though. It looks like it.
Inbound, danger close.
Boom.
EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Get back in your cell.
Splinter Cell? Wait. Get back at your cell. And the guy literally had those lights on from Splinter Cell.
Don't make me regret this.
Elite Squad. Tom Clancy. Yeah, like Splinter Cell's also from Tom Clancy. So that's probably why they put it there.
Speaking of Tom Clancy, it's been 5 years since Rainbow Six Siege first launched, and the community has never been stronger. In
5 years
celebration of this
already?
milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
Like so many people are still playing
In
this.
December
It's
2015,
been 5 years.
a small team released Rainbow Six Siege. A game built on a strong vision, creativity, competitiveness, and team play.
Pour le joueur, le 1er décembre, c'est un début, mais pour nous aussi.
C'est pour
Faut tout de
review,
suite
c'est pour review,
s'engager
ok?
et dire au joueur, ce jeu est installé, tu peux t'y installer aussi.
No
et
subtitles
nous
at
serons
all.
That original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a whole new level.
I got it! I got it!
This is such a special moment, and being at 1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six.
Makes me think of the moment I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 back in 2012, I bet.
But we also had our share of challenges.
2009, I mean. Crazy.
Health that touches upon subject like matchmaking.
That blew up like crazy as well.
All those aspects are absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Through it all, we're always driven by you, our community, and together, we grow stronger.
There is no sequel plan, and we are here for the next 10 years, so expect more Rainbow Six in your life for quite some time.
Look at this.
So cool. This game came up from nothing, man. Small team and everything. Crazy big now. Look at that.
Tous les succès, c'est vraiment le résultat de autant de nous que de vous. Ce jeu,
everyone knows
le
Rainbow
vôtre
Six Siege
qu'il
now.
est le nôtre, nous, l'équipe de développement.
Now 60 million players
Wow.
strong. We're just getting started.
60 million. Wait, I have it right here, right?
From the devs that build the game to the community that plays it, thank you.
Subscriber bought me this game, I think 2 years ago on my Fortnite live stream.
If you haven't tried it yet, dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
A few days ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter. Now, it's time to venture into the Hyperscape.
Hyperscape, let's go. This is cool, guys. This is cool. Battle Royale game. Let's go, guys. Hyperscape. Oh my god. That looks pretty. Oh man, all the free running and all that.
Wait.
What
was that?
Samurai?
A hack in the Hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed, okay? About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true. We made some good decisions.
Wait, that's
We
in
made
2
some
years.
bad decisions.
I'm scared now.
Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions.
The cow.
So, here we are. 10 billion souls living in the crush of the megacities. But the people at Prisma changed everything.
3D printing.
They gave everyone a way out. The Hyperscape.
Oh, it's like you
In the
switch
Hyperscape,
dimensions with a
the
device.
biggest draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone.
99 player Battle Royale. Let's get it. Also the way they slide. Minigun. Get out of here. Brrr. Crazy.
If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt. Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of Hyperscape.
Like, does Hyperscape have like a story as well? Kind of looks like it, right?
Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the Hyperscape.
Hyperscape, guys, got me really hyped. It got me really hyped.
Creative Director on Hyperscape.
JC's work on Far Cry Primal and multiple Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch, seeing it
He's
grow,
also French.
adding ideas is really cool.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the Hyperscape.
The game takes
Thank
place in
you.
2054. It's in a future where humanity has grown a little darker. One of the companies there, they are launching what's called the Hyperscape, which is a virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges. Within the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes
More and
place
more
in the
people are
virtual
talking
city
about
of
this
Neo Arcadia.
virtual world in the future where everyone goes, right? You see it in movies, you see it in games, like...
Then we also
wonder.
introduce a lot of new things. You get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, to go into interiors.
That is
where it's
cool,
much
yeah.
more narrow,
That is what I
much more
love,
stressful.
bro.
You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal. We introduce the notion of hacks, special abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With hacks,
Yeah,
you can
boy,
do things
Dory
like,
is official.
teleport
What's up, bro?
yourself. You can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce around the battlefield. So a lot of abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with. And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to interact with the game on different levels through the Twitch extension. So every few minutes, there's going to be a vote, and viewers will be able to decide what effect they want to affect the whole battle. So things like changing the gravity, infinite ammo, or stuff like that. So players, while this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff.
So viewers can change the gameplay?
So for me, it's really exciting because right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta.
No one's
so it's
dumb,
going to be available
not.
for free-to-play for all PC players worldwide. And I really want to thank all the players, all the streamers, and all the viewers who participated in tech test and who will participate in the open beta. Here's a short glimpse of what you can expect.
What can we expect?
Watch and learn how it's done.
Gameplay, guys.
Showtime.
Mine.
What is that teleporting thing?
Let's show them what I'm made of.
This game looks really interesting. Visually pleasing. Everyone jumping around the map like crazy.
Watch closely.
Damn, there you go. PC open beta, guys. July the 12th. Today. Right today. You can play it if you want to, guys. Obviously, make sure to do it.
The digital world of the
It's
Hyperscape
crazy.
gave our artists and developers incredible freedom when it came to designing.
I cannot play
Production
Modern
manager
Warfare.
Anna
I don't
Maria
have
Muska
it.
is going to take
But
us
I think I
behind
got
the
Modern
scenes of
Warfare
character
1.
design.
But I don't think anyone is interested in
My
that
name is
right
Anna
now.
Maria
It's like not
Muska.
the right time
I'm
to
the
do
production
so.
manager for characters and weapons on Hyperscape. We have paid an exceptional amount of detail to our characters.
Trying to focus the channel
switch
more around
different
the
outfits,
open world
different
games
fashion
currently.
statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people. So the second you pick a character, you see them in game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them.
Yeah.
This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base, but even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season, we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game. We're very excited to see it in people's hands.
All right, Hyperscape.
As we move into the
Free
next
beta
generation
today,
of
guys.
gaming, Ubisoft has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary
Hyperscape.
capabilities these new consoles will offer.
Now we have a special guest to tell us a little more.
Let's
Hey,
download.
everyone. Phil Spencer from Xbox. With Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create an absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before. Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive worlds, setting a new bar that continues to
Valhalla.
drive our industry forward.
Bro, that game is
I'm
gonna
a
be
huge
crazy.
fan of Assassin's Creed. I love the time I've spent exploring the world in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I can't wait for you to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming up now.
Oh my god!
All right. We know you've been waiting to hear more about this game since it was announced back in April.
Bro, show me.
And now it's time for a deep dive into the world of Vikings.
My name is Julien Laferrière, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the
This is the
reaction
moment.
from the fans
Everyone,
was
like
just
the stream right now.
amazing.
Let's get the stream
time
to
period of
50
Vikings
likes. All right,
is
let's get started with
really,
50.
really
We can do this.
inspiring.
We'll rank the video a
When we did
bit
our
higher in
research,
YouTube. Will
we
definitely
found
help
that,
me out with
there
it.
were
So
not
I would
mindless
appreciate
barbarians.
that.
Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to
I
have
just
this
wanted land.
opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did.
Wait,
to
that's the
really
team?
experience what it meant to be a Viking at that
That
time.
is awesome.
And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment that most likely the Vikings
I look like him?
felt as well. You need to
Okay,
see this land of
with the glasses,
opportunity.
right?
And
The
this
glasses,
is
dude.
exactly
I don't
the
have the
feeling
mustache and the
we
beard.
want players to experience in this game.
God,
It
I
is
have
a
seen this
personal
trailer over
adventure.
like
You know, it is
100
the story
times
of
now. Come on.
Eivor, a Viking chieftain. Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game.
Yep.
They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available.
Yeah, it's hard to actually farm there. That's the case with the Vikings.
Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and
they
they
have
don't
the-
really want you there. So you
the
will have to
riches.
fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper. Vikings were brutal warriors.
Shields! See you, man. Living at the best part,
And the
just
fact
saying.
that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system.
Is that
to
my
leverage
pops?
the
Yeah, it's my
brutality
pops.
and the intensity of
Cheetown
Viking
Glitcher.
combat.
It's definitely my pops, man.
Vikings were not only fighting face to face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics
Bow
they
and
could
arrow,
use
mostly.
to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the
Bang!
Vikings.
In the face! The hidden blade on top of his hand.
We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep
We're going in.
dive into
We're going
Assassin's
in.
Creed Valhalla.
In-game footage, work in progress, but this is in-game footage of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Finally. You guys are hyped as well
In
for this?
Assassin's
Hit the
Creed
like.
Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England.
What? Oh, that's
You
A4.
play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is
Graphics
driven
looking
by an
good.
ambitious goal to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is
Wow.
time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground
This
your
is
ship
too good.
and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Oh, the fire arrows. Oh my god. That is just... Oh my god. You can just lit everything on fire like that? Revive your teammates? Alright, didn't know that.
Crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing
God.
cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools,
Yeah.
and new settlers. At the
Yeah,
heart
you
of your
built your
settlement is the
settlement.
Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities.
Ah, that's cool.
The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh my god, that's cool. Bro, I love variety
Every
in combat.
offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors.
Can you throw people?
To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand.
Winnister.
Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities.
This is so brutal. What? This guy has flippin' head just came off.
Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance, or finish them off.
Oh, the Northern Light and everything, bro.
Wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks. Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior.
You can loot people like that.
All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including 2 shields.
You can use 2 shields at the same time. Look the way. Oh, look at the way it's just like. Wow, dude, this is crazy.
Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a
yeah,
Viking
you can
must
still
find a
stealth.
way to adapt.
Social stealth is still in there.
As is not welcome in England. You may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities.
It's still in Assassin's Creed, guys. Social stealth.
Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes. An unseen hunter among the people.
Oh my god.
From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure.
You can fish, you can hunt.
Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify.
Oh, yo, bro, that wolf is just crazy big.
Search pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement. The more you explore, the more of England's
my god, you can use a craw? Or an eagle, what was that?
Ravens, show no mercy!
Assault! Alright.
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon forces.
Yeah, this is what we saw in the league, the 8-minute league. The assault part.
Fight for your land, and tomorrow we rebuild.
For Istanbul.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise.
Thank you,
with unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs,
the horn,
and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Also in the snow, and this game has everything. Yeah, in the post-show, we'll get to see more of this. There's like a deep walkthrough, but guys, Assassin's Creed Valhalla seems to have everything we want this year. Not over-exaggerating. Everything is there, guys.
9th century England is truly unlike anything the franchise has seen before. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia.
And Stadia, all right.
We're close to wrapping up today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few words.
All right. Far Cry 6, guys, let's get it.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today, and that you will love playing these games. I'm proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative lineup of games.
That's for sure.
And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact, we have a lot more to come.
Far Cry 6?
So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games.
But there's gonna be a new episode?
Ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Far Cry 6. Yes, Far Cry 6, guys. This is the trailer, I think it is. I seen the leak yesterday of a trailer of Far Cry 6. So I just saw the actor of Breaking Bad in it. And the name's right here. This is Far Cry 6. Alright. Another awesome open world game from Ubisoft. I wonder if this is going to be like the exact same trailer as we already saw, or just the teaser that we already saw. There he is, man. The villain. Oh, all the freaking gold in the stash. You see how like Far Cry always has the colorful theme going on? I love that. They do that very well. Oh my god. That is Voss from Far Cry 3 probably. You saw in the art that he had the same cut. Far Cry 6. I'm telling you guys, Far Cry 6 official review. Created by Ubisoft. We're going in. Yeah, this is the leak I saw. This is the leak I saw, guys. But I saw it completely in French, though.
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Diego?
Papa.
Oh yeah, grenade, yeah.
The grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
And then he pulls it out.
What are you doing?
Breathe, Diego. Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom.
Yep. So hold on to it. Great fodder.
Now.
Like what the hell, but his father like walks away.
Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves.
Crazy writing.
They will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
It is true, though. People have always something to say, right? Especially when you are, like, the guy who has to make the decisions. Yep, this is the teaser we saw.
They will answer you with screams. Call you evil. A monster. And give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster?
If he throws the grenade, yeah, he is.
Because our country is like this grenade, except it has 2 basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them.
This world is based on Cuba.
Died or we
Inspired by Cuba. What a chaos.
You understand now. Brilliant.
Is he gonna let go of the grenade? Alright guys, 2/18/21. So like I said in my yesterday's video, yeah, February the 18th, 2021, Far Cry 6 will come out for the PlayStation, Xbox, PC,
and with that,
and all
we're
of that.
wrapping up our first Ubisoft Forward. Today, we've seen the next generation of Assassin's Creed, the birth of a resistance in Watch Dogs Legion, the cyber
But guys,
chaos of
don't click
hyperspace,
away just yet, because we are
and the
going to be
epic
looking
reveal of
at
Far
the
Cry's
deep,
newest installment,
the walkthrough
along with
of...
so much more.
fuck, raw.
Remember,
Nate,
we'll be back later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and
that
updates.
as well.
Thanks for joining us.
We're going to be looking at Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the deep walkthrough. All right, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the walkthrough, deep into the walkthrough. All right.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Ubisoft Forward post show. My name is Yusuf Magid, and this is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're going to take a deep dive into about 30 minutes of gameplay, and we're joined by a very special guest here.
Hey everyone, this is Philippe Bergeron, otherwise known as Fizz. I am the quest director on Assassin's Creed
Quest
Valhalla.
director, all right.
So Fizz, we're setting up here for what looks like an epic encounter. Tell us exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, so here we're midway through the quest that we're showing for UB Forward. Here we're looking at the assault of Berg Castle. So these are big moments that usually
that's cool,
sort
man.
of culminate at the end of the story. And so here Eivor, our Viking raider, is taking a group of raiders and Fyrds into Berg Castle.
So they already did let us know that
and
this is
take
like
down
quite at
Rued,
the end
and
of the
his
story.
clan.
So who exactly is Rued, and why does Eivor sort of want to pick a fight with him?
Basically, Rued comes into play about halfway through this story arc, where at the beginning of the arc,
brutal.
something that happens before, Rued basically caused a lot of turmoil within the territory, and Oswald, who's the sort of elderman to inherit this territory, needs your help to take him down. Oswald having just been defeated in a previous quest, and so here this is revenge, but also accomplishing your ultimate goal.
So Fizz, as you're talking, we're seeing some of the combat of Valhalla. Can you tell us a little bit about the changes to combat this time around?
We wanted to
the axe throwing is
basically
crazy.
add a lot of new mechanics to it. So we added like some dual wielding for the player, like a stun system in there, and we really needed to do this to sort of portray that sort of the brutality that comes with being a Viking in this day and age. So it sort of fits into that the time and the character.
If you've been watching the Netflix series Vikings, you will get into the story really easy. I highly recommend you watching Vikings on Netflix. It will explain everything about Vikings and the way they live and the way they fight.
Oswald lives! Eivor, is that you? Shut your ass, twig spine.
Here, Eivor has taken her entire army through the assault, and finally, it's revealed that our Elderman, our ally, Oswald, is still alive, and Rued has him captive.
So this is what it comes to, Wolfkist? Two Danes fighting over a filthy Saxon whoreson?
Oh my god, language,
This
man.
swine is your prize. Come and get him.
Oh, there we go. This
So
is
now
Berg
that
Castle.
we've seen that Oswald is alive, we have
Hunting
Rued
wolf.
within our sights. What's the next step here?
So the next move for Eivor is to finally face off against Rued. She has her allies, they can take care of the rest of the army. Now it's time to go one-on-one against Rued in one of our boss battles, actually.
Your battle is not yet won, Oswald.
And it's worth pointing out, actually, that here what we're showing is the player going and facing off against Rued aggressively, but we tend to always have to support a 360-degree approach in these things. So the player could have approached this a little bit more stealthily and gotten at least like a good critical hit on either Rued or his wolf, and so you can play this a little bit more strategically if that's your playstyle.
I think it's pretty hard to
So
like
we're not only fighting Rued
fight
here, but
two
also
people at the
his
same
pet
time.
wolf, right?
Like hunting
Here,
wolf
one
and
of my preferred
also
strategies is
Rude.
to eliminate the wolf first, just focus fire on him. It takes at least one opponent out of the combat. Now, Ruud will have extra abilities that come into play if you do eliminate his wolf, but I think having one opponent less in the battlefield makes
it's
for
easier,
a good strategy.
It's a better focus. So you better first kill the wolf, and then you have a better focus on one enemy. So actually go ahead and finish him off. Wow, 338 hit.
Valhalla is my destiny. That fate will not be met today.
There you go. A finish.
Wolf-kissed. Made thralls, not treated as equals. We are better than this. Than all of them.
Do not drag me down to the sewage you wallow in.
We just a Dane fight tooth and nail for a sanction. You'd throw in with these wastrels? These arrogant swine?
Eivor, no! He should be tried before God. A lawful assembly.
Alright, so we've defeated Ruud, we've freed Oswald. What comes next?
Oswald, in this case, prefers for
How do all these people
Ruud
like
to be
laugh so
kept
close to
alive,
death?
And
Like,
so you basically have to choose: are you going to go against his
Yeah.
wishes or stay true to your nature?
and we knew that. We knew that.
So we
could
have
choose
this
that.
choice to make, but before we get into that, I want to rewind a little bit because we just did this big grand assault, but Eivor couldn't have done it alone. She clearly had to
TF4.
recruit some
Travel
folks
to
along the way,
TF4.
get some
Rising
troops, get some
Iron.
allies. So let's actually rewind and see how we went about first gathering those troops.
Right. So when coming up to an assault, it's a game of numbers. Eivor can go into pretty much any location and be a stealthy Viking, eliminating some of the assets, which ultimately would be a strategy. You can do that, and you'll have some of the ingredients or of the assets there that will have been sabotaged, but you still need an army. So here what we're seeing is Eivor going around the countryside and raising what we call a fyrd, which is the men and the women of the territory who come up and fight in the name of a king. So here Eivor is going around and trying to convince people to fight in the name of Oswald.
So you're convincing
to finally
people
take down the oppressor
to
that
actually
is Ruud.
help you raid with you, like we see in the Netflix series Vikings as well.
Die in defense of a lost cause?
Yeah, so she's really using like the image and like the leadership that Oswald had, what he meant to the people in his name. She's going to recruit these people.
Pretty words, Dane.
Smart. Obviously,
The men
use
that
a bigger
fail hard have
name
their own battles
to your
to fight.
advantage.
So we're told
Speak
by
it.
this Reeve that there are troops, there are allies that he could add to our cause, but first we sort of need to do him a favor. Is that right?
Yeah, so obviously these people have been run down by Ruud and the impact he's had on the territory, so I think a lot of these people have sort of lost hope. And so you need to show them that there is hope. And so here Eivor is basically helping them take back one of their prized locations by taking a couple men and raiding
This looks really
a
cool, the
nearby,
longship.
Township, basically taking it back for the people and showing that there's a reason to continue fighting and then get them on your side.
Let's raid! Let's party! Oh my god. And also the fire falls down when you do so. But remember guys, this is not the finished project, okay? That's not the finished game just yet. Brutal as
When
hell,
Eivor
man.
does this, obviously you have access to a full suite of abilities. So again, the improvements that we've done.
I think you can
to the
throw like
fight
4
system,
axes.
you have some brutal axe throwing in there. You have archery or like range combat abilities in there as well. So really, again, like depending on what your playstyle is, you can customize your loadout and go in there how you wish.
Crazy.
Fizz, we just saw this giant pulse go out. What exactly was that?
So that is what we call the Odin sight. The Odin sight is basically our interpretation of the eagle vision from previous
Kingsbury.
games, and we thought it was good to sort of bring that back. It's basically Eivor's intuition. It's how she perceives the world. When player uses that, it'll highlight basically interactive objects, like things that will bring her an advantage.
Damn.
So we'll have arrows, like health consumables that are in there. So it really is like a good way of sort of understanding the world and showing you like things that you can go and touch.
I should know as well that you obviously take out everything around you first, and we get to see a chest
speaking of
right
things
here.
we can touch, we just
Spinning
picked up
death.
this awesome new weapon.
It's something we wanted to play with on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where we have fewer weapons in the game, but you can invest in them more, so they become your
We saw that
weapon.
one in the pictures,
and so depending what your preferred playstyle is or your preferred weapon type, then you can go and choose, I'm gonna fight with this weapon and invest heavily into that.
Not only are we looting weapons, but we
Looting
see something
quests
here
is
called the Book of
definitely useful.
Knowledge. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
They unlock skills for
the
players. So here you can
Valkyries.
see the Valkyrie dive that has just been unlocked. We have these spread out throughout the world. So again, to promote exploration.
These are some
and discovery,
abilities that you can
as you travel
actually
through the world
collect.
and explore locations, you can find these books that will add abilities that you can go and invest in, put into your loadout, then go into the different locations with the different quests in the game and use those depending on what your playstyle is.
And use the horn.
Now we've recaptured this village, we've secured more troops for our assault. Let's jump back now and figure out what we want to do with Ruid.
Okay. I think he's gonna let him live.
The rightful king of East Anglia has spared your life today, and so it will be.
I don't know how I knew it.
Compassion is a virtue suited for anyone, Eivor, including you. Thank you.
Eivor decided to let him live. Ruud is really angry about that. Being a Norse Viking, being put to the death in battle is your road to Valhalla, so he was basically denied access to Valhalla in this situation. Obviously, all of these decisions come into play later on in the game, so we have very difficult decisions for the player to make. We didn't want to have easy decisions.
Yeah,
I think we saw this gameplay, this 30-minute gameplay already, but it was like
life. But what exactly is the relationship like between Eivor and Oswald?
So the relationship between Eivor and Oswald is an alliance. It's basically Eivor is surrounded by territories that initially getting into England are hostile towards her, and obviously if you want to set up a new settlement, you want to make sure that your neighbor is friendly. So here in East Anglia, Oswald is the man for the job, where putting him into a position of power would help her sort of secure her territory. So earlier on to the territory, Eivor comes in here, meets Oswald. The problems he had with Rued are sort of put to light, and going through the arc, you basically help him deal with Rued and
this still
aligning
kind of looks like an old
Danes
build
with Saxons in one territory.
So Fizz, we've completed the
Earlier
assault.
gameplay
We've gotten
looked
our
way
hands
better.
dirty with some combat, taken down Ruid. We have this big open region of East Anglia, so
this
before
is
we
cool.
head off to Oswald's wedding, what do you say we head out,
Fury
have some
from the
fun,
sea,
and see what we can
Northwick.
get into in the open world?
That sounds great.
So we see a cat here with a speech bubble above it, and you best believe if you let me talk to a cat, I'm gonna talk to a cat.
Yeah, these are some of our some of my favorite moments actually in the game, where we put out a whole bunch of events throughout the territory. And it sort of rewards, again, exploration, going around. It's a chance for us also to sort of showcase a different side of Eivor. A lot of the quests sort of deal more with like politics and warfare, and this shows a slightly more human nature to her. So it permits us to explore that character a little bit more. And so here, basically, like you're trying to help a kid with his cat, and ultimately get that cat to sort of join your crew as a cat raider.
You just said cat raider way too casually. You're telling me I could have a cat Viking raider
can
on my
literally have a
launcher?
cat
That's
on your...
exactly what I'm telling you.
Oh my god, yes, I love it.
Look at him there.
So yeah, as you're riding around the rivers of England, you would see a cat basically walking around your longship, keeping your Viking raiders company.
You know,
That's
speaking
pretty
of
funny.
the Viking longship, we're seeing some of that gameplay here now. Can you talk a little bit about how that works and functions in Valhalla?
Yeah, so starting out on this project, I think the Viking longship is one of the biggest images that we all have when we think about Vikings in our game. And
Yeah.
so Vikings had this awesome design for longship that had a very shallow hull, so it permitted them to go very far inland very quickly, and you could basically disembark Viking raiders like on
Really
pretty
small
much any
ship,
shore.
yeah.
We added that into the game, where you can basically sail up to any location and then just decide to disembark with your guys and raid a location, loot all its treasure, get back in the ship, and then continue sailing down the river to your next opportunity.
So I know past Assassin's Creed games allowed for songs and things like that to be sung on ships. Will Valhalla have a similar version of that?
Yeah, so this is something we actually wanted the crew of your ship to become like your home away from home.
Good.
So we added stories and songs into the ship. So basically,
just
as
like
the
with Black
player is
Flag.
going around, you could decide to have your skald sort of sing a song for you as you row down the river. But you can also decide, depending on who the raiders are in your ship, to hear more about their life. So you can actually queue up stories, and they'll give you a little bit more background on who they are. So you get to know your sort of fighters as you're traveling around the world, which is
that
a
is
cool,
really well
moment.
done.
So here we're seeing a bit of a different view. What exactly are we looking at?
We had this on previous Assassins where you would like ride on your horse and you could pull out
right over that
have
bird.
the horse sort of follow the track. We have a similar thing for the ship where you can put up your sails. It's cruise control for the ship, so you can pull back, take in the scenery, listen to some songs or some stories, and just take it all in.
Amazing project.
So, speaking of Viking songs, we have an activity here that's not exactly singing, but kind of related, right?
Yeah, so here what we have is what we call flighting, which was an activity that Norse people would partake in. They would like to have a battle of wits and sort of poetry where insults would be thrown back and forth between each other. The idea was to try and have a good insult, but also to have a good rhythm and a good rhyme in there. So it's basically a precursor to rap battles.
Here's the silver. Now begin.
Yeah, we knew about the rap battles. I have never seen a rap battle.
To all those whom I speak, they say Eivor's a clod.
You can actually choose what he
fools
says.
And their knowledge is flawed.
Well,
how exactly do you go about being successful in one of these?
The trick behind a good flight was to choose the right insult, identifying the right cadence, and then trying to find what rhymed the best.
I'm known for my might.
Interesting. Silent whispers all claim that you're terribly dense.
Then you've clearly misheard them. My wit is immense.
No one would say that. That
looked
makes
out
no
with that
sense.
one.
That's not even an insult.
Well,
like-
what a surprise. Eivor of the Raven Clan is a true talent. I'm shocked.
Don't believe everything you hear, unless it touches on my flighting. Then heed every word.
Take the coin.
So now that we've proven our sharp tongue and wit, I think it's time for a bit more relaxing activity. So we're fishing here.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that
that's it.
we saw that as well.
So we gave
Earlier.
Eivor a fishing line, so you can actually throw out a line and go catch some fish. This is used basically to play into our new health loop where the player will lose health in the world, and it doesn't automatically regenerate like we would have in the past. So you actually have to go out and get some supplies. So you'll find mushrooms and some food that you can gather. But here, like you can also catch some fish.
Like they fish
and
in a
consume
weird
that to
way.
regain some health. We also will sometimes have it in certain quests. So it's a
They don't
good
have
way
like
to
a
sort of
fishing
chill
rod.
out on the side of the water and just again take it all in.
Just pull it out. Just pull it out. Come on. You can do it. And this is more the exploration
So
part
this is
as
what
well.
we call one of our offering altars. So the idea is that you find these around the world and you make offerings to it. So it'll take like animal parts and stuff that you can find throughout the world. Here what you're seeing though is sort of like a fancy version of it where as you do your offering you get interrupted by some kids that basically come
Blue
and
footsteps.
steal your stuff. So it's just a way for us to sort of showcase that like the systems and the activities in the world can sort of play in with some quests and some little events. So it's our way to sort of dress up these moments and make it all fit inside the whole experience.
Kids stealing
this
your
seemed
stuff.
like a really sort of unexpected turn for what I thought was going to be kind of a simple interaction.
Yeah, I thought the
Yeah,
same
and
thing.
it's really what we were trying to do with these events is to give another dimension to Eivor, other than just the pure rar Viking or the politician. Because you can imagine at some point that will grow old if you're always telling that version of the character. So it lets us really go into the depth of who is
There they
Eivor,
are.
what
Give me
motivates
back
her,
my stuff.
how she can interact with the world outside of warfare and politics.
But your stealth needs work.
And it also showcases like a different facet of the world at the same time. It's not only Eivor, so it just widens the breadth of the stories that we can tell.
So who exactly are these two children?
These are kids of East Anglia. They are
settlement, right?
Going through tough times with whatever Rued's been doing to the territory, and so they're just here trying to survive and basically exploit the people that are there to make offerings.
It was kind of nice to see that Eivor wasn't really necessarily upset at them for stealing, and you know, after you talk to them, you have the choice of helping them. You can, you know, give them food, give them some money, or you know, maybe just say, "Hey, good luck, on your way."
Yeah, and then this is something we also wanted to do a lot. Like, so here we're doing an event, we do it in Quest as well, but we want to give a lot of this agency into players' hands so that they can sort of shape Eivor a little bit. Who she is, so it represents them a little bit more, and they can roleplay that a little bit better. And again, it just gives her like a little bit more humanity in these moments.
What large walkers should do. Provide for small walkers.
Here, large walker.
So what we've seen so far is like there are quite a lot of different dimensions for the character. Like you said as well, it's not only like the rough Viking, it's also like talking with kids. Taking a freaking cat on your long ship. There's like a lot of ways you can go with it, which is pretty awesome.
So I think AC veterans might recognize this
and
here.
This is cool. Free
what
running.
Exactly is Eivor chasing down?
Yeah, so here you're seeing.
Yeah, you have to collect these.
Running down one of our tattoo images. So this is challenging the player on
flying
free run
paper
abilities,
collected.
but also for
so you can actually free run the trees. A lot of people ask me that in the comments, so you can actually.
So are we going to be able to tattoo Eivor?
Yes, by collecting these tattoos, you actually bring them back to your settlement, and then you can customize different body parts, having different tattoos everywhere. So again, another form of expression, and it's sort of to represent that Viking culture.
Fizz, one of my favorite things
you can open up doors as well, just like this,
was coming upon a house or a building and realizing that there was a chest inside, but that there was no easy way in. And in this case, I saw all the doors were barred, but I knew that because there was a chest in there, there must have been some way to get inside.
Shoot the lock.
I went around the back and, you know, found a way in.
Yeah, I'm glad you actually caught on to that.
Good.
You're pointing at something that we wanted to work on a lot on Valhalla, where we wanted the exploration to make you feel smarter. So we played a lot with puzzle solving, so making sure that every house that you find sort of appeals to you, like it draws your attention.
Of the
and then when you want to come and explore, it's not given to you. You still have to work for it a little bit. So it'll challenge you on your observation skills, logic, just trying to find how do I get into this. So we play a lot with level design,
collecting
quest
food
design
as well
to offer
to
challenges
heal yourself.
to
I
players.
bet
and you basically come out of it like with a better feeling for the exploration, but you also get to see more of a story behind any of these locations, which we've crafted. So it gave us a little bit more time to sort of slow down the experience and tell a different version of a story.
You can hear the cross, dead bodies on the ground. Oh my god.
Poor victim of someone's fury.
Yeah, I mean, speaking about exploration and just finding things out in the world, I was just wandering and came across this clearing and found this kind of morbid altar.
Yeah, so this is one of our bigger events that we have scattered in the world. So as Eivor explores, she can find altars like this, and by interacting with them, here it's a trap that's been set by this character named Regan. Now, there's a bigger story behind all this. There's multiple steps to it later on. So this is one of the moments. It permits us to go into a slightly more mystical realm and
like
play
a boss
with
fight.
A boss fight that has more magical abilities, if we will.
Also, the Reagan has like two.
And basically have this awesome boss fight in the middle of the swamps.
What the hell?
And so here the abilities that you see Reagan using
abilities are crazy.
Are a little bit on the mystical side of things. What's happening is Eivor at the beginning of that trap is poisoned, and so she starts sort of hallucinating, seeing the world in a sort of different light and filter. And so that's sort of what lets us go into the realm of the weird.
Spirit of my father's rage,
Fill me!
Looking good, looking good. I wonder how hard the combat system will be with dual wielding and everything is on fire and like weird abilities, but looks really amazing. Looks brutal, looks scary at the same time as well. Don't kill us, don't kill us, don't kill us. The left bottom of the screen, you can see the health. You can see, I think, stamina. I think special weapons maybe that we can do. Yeah.
So we just saw here that Regan belongs to something called the Daughters of Lyrion.
Yeah, that's correct. By finding the other daughters, you'll get a little bit more
skill
backstory
points.
on who they are. So we don't want to spoil that
dragon.
too much.
Oh,
but
dagger.
it creates
We
like
actually picked.
a sort of greater story that is not on the main path in any way, but it is still very rich and adds to the lore of this world and actually plays into history.
So we just had a really exciting, really intense boss battle. I think it's time for something a little bit more relaxing and calming now.
Yeah, it's all about pacing yourself with the highs and the lows. So here we have a low chill moment of what we call building a cairn. So Eivor, as she explores the world, will find these sort of meditative
Stack up the
areas
stones.
where you have a pile of rocks that you could just
You have to stack these
on top of one another using physics. And I mean, yeah, the ultimate goal is to try and get the highest pile of rocks. But really, it's about taking in the sights, relaxing, taking a step back, and just building something.
Together we stack stones into cairns.
That's funny, like they have so many things to it, right?
This is a test of mind and wit. Stack the cairn stones high and wide.
Oh, we got 5.
I mean, you can spend as much time as you want building these things, making them as high as you want, as weird
We're
as
gonna
you
spend
want.
the entire
I'm
day
sure,
building
like, a lot
these
of this
things.
Stuff will end up on the internet, like people comparing structures.
The
and
entire
the cool thing
day.
is that once you've built it and you decide to get out of it, it sort of stays there, and so that's yours, right? And until the moment where you come back and you want to build a new one. It's sort of cool that we were able to give that to players to express themselves.
There
At
you
this
go.
point in the demo, we've
5 of them.
explored East Anglia, we've met some children, we've broken into a house, we fought a boss, we built a cairn.
Elmenham.
I think now it's finally time
This
to
place
go
looked
and
really
head
cool.
off to Oswald's wedding.
Yeah, so this is the moment
Wedding.
it's all been building up to. By the moment you get into the territory,
All these pigs
sort of
walking
like
around.
mentioned by Oswald, that he's trying to get married with his Dane lady. And so as you go through the arc, that's sort of like the underlying thread. Really, it's about Rued creating turmoil in the territory and helping Oswald sort of get above that and show that he's a good leader. And so you finally, after going through all of that arc, finally get these two together, go through their wedding, and you're invited to attend the ceremony. And then all the activities and fun times that comes afterwards.
Yeah, as much as we've seen the brutal side of England, it's nice to see, the joyous side of it as well.
Yeah, and it's something we really wanted to play on in Valhalla, where being a
You need
Viking
every
is
aspect.
not
You can't only
about
have
being
just
a
like
raider
one
or warrior.
aspect.
I mean, there's revelry, there's feasting, there's partying that goes, and like if someone
Yeah,
knows how
bro,
to party, it's a
drinking and
Viking.
stuff.
And so here, this is one of our opportunities to sort of show what
It's like a drinking
sort of Viking
competition.
gathering is. And what's cool here is it's a good alliance of Norse
That's fun.
culture with Saxon culture, sort of smashing those two things together and building bridges.
Yeah, I mean,
Challenges.
what's a wedding without some drunk archery, right?
Yeah, so like anything can happen in a Viking event, right? Eivor, yeah, here, you just get drunk, shoot some arrows.
Oh, he's doing that while he's drunk.
Yeah,
Okay,
challenge.
I wasn't even aware of that.
And ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all. My king. He.
Ah,
So here we see the decision I
The
made to
root.
spare Rued came back to bite us.
Yep, that's the decision you made coming back.
yeah, because every single
so,
decision you
as
make
we
in the
said
game
before, all
is
of
going to
your decisions
determine
have
how
consequences,
the
and
story is going to
this is
go.
a big one.
So if you watch the story on my channel, which I will not be spoiling, by the way, you will see a different story when you play the game yourself.
I accept.
you're basically presented with the option to sort of step in for Oswald, fight the fight for him, or let
No, you can do it yourself, man. Die anytime you want to.
Yeah, you know, personally, I chose to fight myself because I thought Eivor is the type of person who likes to finish what she started.
Plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Eivor does it herself.
You swine! I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your own tongue.
We'll see about that.
This encounter with Ruid
we'll see about that.
Our previous fight with him.
So at
By
this
the way,
point,
if you
you've
guys
eliminated
like
his wolf,
this stream
it's
so
just
far,
him.
don't forget
And
to
so
hit the like on the
he's
stream.
angry
And if
at
you're
this
new and
point.
you want to see everything
And so
about
he will
Assassin's
start
Creed
using
Valhalla, feel
his
free to
big gun
subscribe down
abilities,
below
like,
and turn on post
fairly
notifications.
earlier on in the
I would
fight.
really appreciate
So
that.
it's way more vicious, way faster. There's less strategy. He goes literally swords blazing at you.
Yeah.
And so this is a fight to the death.
This is a fight to the death. This is just brutal combat to the max. Wow, that sword is huge. Looking at this, RuneScape is nothing.
And of course, here,
RuneScape is
like, this is a
nothing.
decision you made to go and fight him, but there's multiple outcomes to this scenario. You could have let Oswald fight his own fight and prove basically his station as the rightful leader. If you had eliminated Rued, obviously this would not have happened. It would have been a slightly more joyous occasion. But ultimately, in all scenarios, you still have an alliance with Oswald. He's proven to be the right leader for this territory and to be a good ally for you.
Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day I will need you to make good on that alliance.
Alrighty.
So we're about to take off from the wedding, but Eivor decides it's a good idea to check up on her friend.
I think this is the very last clip we get to see,
so
guys.
Finner is probably one of the more recurring characters in this arc. You get to meet him very early on. He's a very endearing character.
I love the open world.
Sort of used to have a Viking life, sort of misses it, and going through all these adventures together is sort of like lights that fire back, and so he's willing to join you in your raiders. So he's one of many raiders that you'll encounter in the game, and you can sort of recruit, bring back home, and then have them sort of join you on your adventures on Longship. He can tell you these stories that we're telling you about. You get to know a little bit more about him. So again, it's a fun way to sort of discover more about these characters that you meet and bring them along for adventures.
Together.
This show is really good.
I'll gather my things.
Explain it really
folks,
well.
We've come to the end of our
I already
Assassin's Creed
thought this was
Valhalla
the end.
playthrough. Fizz, thank you so much for joining us. When and where can people play it?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be
Synchronize
out on
eyes.
Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, and is coming to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, and Stadia on November 17th.
Yep. November 17th, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I wonder if he's gonna jump off. He's not gonna jump off, guys. This is, in fact, the ending of the stream. So this thing was entirely 2 hours and 48 minutes. That's not fair. This was just a timer. So let's say 2.5 hours long. I have been streaming with you guys right here. I tuned in a bit later because I didn't want to see like a half an hour of Trackmania. So I started a little bit later, guys. But, you know, we have a lot. We actually got to see a lot. I'm really surprised what they have for us with Watch Dogs. With Watch Dogs Legions, they showed multiple different characters, which was really, really refreshing, you know. There were so many different characters that we could use, and we could use them all in different ways. That was really interesting. Also, some freaking creepy stuff as well. And then really early on, they showed us some Far Cry stuff, but they got in touch with this later again. So, here's a bit of Hyperscape, in case you guys missed it.
Now, as we speak, we are launching the...
So Hyperscape is this open world. This is this battle royale game, and it got me really hyped. It's a first-person shooter, which I really like. I don't like third-person battle royale games that much anymore. I used to play a lot of Fortnite, but I can't play it anymore. Like I gotta play Apex Legends or anything just like that, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
an exceptional amount of detail to our
And
characters.
then they started talking here about Assassin's Creed,
It's
right?
full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way deep dive.
You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
So at this point, I was like, all right, we're going into the gameplay. We're going into the gameplay. You see this long boat, they're literally pushing with the paddles, pushing against the shore to get the boat a little bit more up on the water, which looks pretty crazy. I also like the coloring that they've used. They seem to keep it a little bit brownish, which makes it look really old.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid.
And we start raiding right here, you know.
And tomorrow we may build.
Sail goes up.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties.
I like you could see, like, the gameplay that we're seeing right now is actually on the Xbox.
British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement. Dark age tangle of broken kingdoms.
You can actually choose to rate, like it said. Like, you just press a button. I think it was Y. I don't know. I play on the PlayStation, so I think Y is triangle. I'm not too sure about that. I think it is.
Warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from.
And at the top of the screen, you can also, like, right over here, see like a blue light. And you have this. It looks like a. Or 2 axes, or it's an eagle, but I assume it's 2 axes, and you have the yellow lights as well.
Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
And cool, you can just set all the things on fire that whatever you want. Got a stun attack right over there. Hammer right to the face like crazy, and on top of the roof, you just fire the entire place up. And even reviving your teammates, which I really like to see, which you saw in the Netflix series Vikings as well. You could just see how they literally revive their teammates in that series, how they actually didn't really care about each other.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids.
You're burning down everything.
Enemies.
So I think this is your health, this is your stamina. Is it their stamina? It could be. And then I think these two give you like a special attack. That's what I assume. All right. Here you can see how many arrows you still have. So we got 10 arrows left. This has something to do with Odin because we see a claw. And then you can shoot 3 arrows at the same time, and this looks like an arrow that has more impact. Then this is L2, which is basically LT, which is basically L2 on the PlayStation controller, I think. And then on the right side, we have 4 more. I think that is R2, which is RT, which is R2. We can see right here that you can dual wield. This is melee attack, I think. This is going into stealth. And I don't know what that is.
Battering
Let's be
down
honest.
doors and stealing cargo too heavy.
What's up,
for one set
Samir?
of
What's
arms.
up? Wait. I'm gonna pronounce your name right, okay? Christoph. Yeah, Christoph Swole. Yeah, that's how it is.
Whatever riches and
Easy. What's
resources
not even
you
that
pillage
hard.
may be used to develop your settlement.
What's up,
giving
guys?
you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the...
So this is interesting as well. You can literally see where you've been so far. It says here, locked, suggested power 130. I think the suggested power is based on how many people can you convince to raid with you in a specific area. So you have to go around the open world, talk with people in places to basically help you raid these locations, which you can normally not do.
And
here it says, for example, suggested 20, so you only need, I think, like 20 people to raid with you in order to go there. And this one is not red, like you saw. This one was red.
Is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have
See,
made.
this one is red, this one is not. So they basically allow you to go there. I don't think you can even raid anything if it doesn't. Yeah, I don't think you can raid anything if it's red.
Future opportunity.
Eligible. It also says it, right? Eligible. Yeah, it says it right there.
Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies.
And this one says locked. So yeah, right.
Made, and a guide for future opportunities.
Where's my slipper? God damn it.
The Viking Age was a time of war.
So we have 5 different type of, and obviously they said we have a very wide range of enemies. We see 5 different enemies right here. These guys kind of look like the Vikings in some way. They have some skeletons right here. These are like the roots, right? This looks more like an English knight. It's hard. It's hard. So you have, I think this is a Viking. I'm not too sure. Yeah, this is a Viking enemy. No idea with this. I don't know what that is. These look like forest people or whatever.
Warriors and legends. In Valhalla.
You see, you get hit. This is the health. And this must be special powers.
You will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
It looks like every time you hit something, that goes up. It went down. So it is stamina. It is stamina.
Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their
literally strangling someone.
Allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage.
Yeah, you can just throw anything you want to. Oh, look, you can see right here. Still, we see the arrows.
Including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foe.
And this is cool. Like, you literally pick someone and throw him through these doors. By the way, if you guys really like these Assassin's Creed live streams and you want me to cover more of these, obviously feel free to subscribe because I will be covering Assassin's Creed Valhalla all the time, alright? I will be covering open world games like Ghost of Tsushima, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Cyberpunk 2077 right here on the channel. Feel free to subscribe and don't forget to hit the like on the video. That will really help me out. It will help the video rank a little bit better in YouTube.
With a host of brutal new combat abilities.
So this is a combat ability.
Take the fight to your...
So I think on the right, if you look at the right bottom of the screen, you can see X, Y, B, and A. And it seems like the X is actually this ability that we see right here. So on the right, we have the abilities. And we're using the bottom ability. You see that? Yeah, you see that? The bottom ability. We're using that one right here to drag the enemy towards us and do the special attack. And literally his head goes up. First time I saw that, I went mental.
Pummel them with throwing axes. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance.
That is so cool, bro.
In Valhalla.
Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen that. Sorry. We've seen that. We've seen that. Yeah.
And exploit your foes.
Special attacks, baby. All right. Throwing the axes.
Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance, or finish them off.
That is cool. Okay, we have the inventory. This is quite interesting, guys. This is quite interesting. So we have the ability, skills, inventory, world, quest, and the codex. In the inventory, we can see weapons right here. So as far as we know, we can actually open up chests to find these weapons.
Dual wield any 2 weapons you...
And you can dual wield shields, hammers. On the right side, you can see the bags and what we collected so far. Quiver, we got rations, and it looks like at the right we have 4 different things that we can collect. And I thought we could actually collect something like leathers, I believe. That is just everything that's in the bag. I don't know if that's everything what we can get, but
deadly
that's
combination of attacks. Customize your fighting style as you see fit and become a legendary Viking warrior.
The dual wielding is just crazy.
All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield.
Even those freaking huge axes, you can dual wield them. Do a COD stream. What's up, Cheyenne? I'm not doing a Call of Duty stream. No. Nah, not really. I'm looking into the open world games at this moment. You know, I'm making videos about that a lot. So I'm not really looking into Call of Duty. You know, I will just play those type of games outside of the channel.
Including 2 shields.
Yeah, the 2 shields is cool. You get what the hell is this? Literally slaughtered this guy. Just like ramming into these guys with the shields, like, ah, let's go, party. That is so cool. You can see, oh my god, like Ghost of Tsushima is gonna be awesome, but the way you kill someone with a sword in this game, look at what literally the whole body rips apart. Like arm off, head off. So brutal.
Not all situations call for
and
violence.
social stealth still in the game.
In this new land, a Viking must find a way to
Let's
adapt.
roll band. Pants up.
As Eivor is not
right
welcome
now.
in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities.
What is he doing right here?
Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds.
Is that dough?
And slip past watchful eyes, an unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure.
Fishing and hunting?
Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment. Search pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement.
Yeah, what is this? No, hold on.
And challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement.
Looks like freaking diamonds. Right? Looks like diamonds.
Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself.
And that was probably a puzzle. And the cool thing is, like, when you are in these, when you are in Norway, you can see the northern lights, and it gives you so many good vibes. You're looting for materials, but also for weapons.
Explore, the more of England's.
So we are actually playing as a craw right now. The left bottom of the screen, we can see our cinema, but it shows a horse, which is pretty weird.
You will reveal.
A whole world to explore, man, like crazy big, and that looked like a secret place we could go.
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push
Climbing
back.
up the ladder.
In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
You can literally shoot
into battle
the bridge down.
Against heavily guarded Saxon.
I didn't even notice that first time. You're literally shooting the bridge down.
We will reclaim her. Today we fight for your land, and tomorrow we rebuild.
For East Anglia.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
This is a really dope picture. Look at how high the mountains are.
Transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise.
Like, some people are so big in this game.
Thrilling
Some of these
triumphs
enemies.
and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Wow, this is like literally like the sword going in the body, and you can see the inside of the body, like ripping the person apart, like breaking the bones. And you saw the what was it called again? The Hidden Blade. Stay tuned for more Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay in our post show. So we watch through this, and then, you know, they were probably scared people were gonna click off. Far Cry 6 trailer. I saw that yesterday already.
So we're not only fighting Ruid here, but also his pet wolf, right?
You're one of the...
Hey everyone, welcome to the Ubisoft Forward post show. Into about 30 minutes of gameplay, and we're joined by a very...
And you can see all the the fire arrows flying over. You can see that thunder. Obviously, Thorn is doing that.
Special guest
with
here.
With his
everyone,
hammer. He's angry.
This is Philippe Bergeron,
He's
otherwise
angry
known
with
as
us.
Fizz. I am the quest director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
So Fizz, we're setting up here for what looks like...
Alright, you can
I'm
swim
the
in
quest
the game.
director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Underwater, you see.
Fizz, we're setting up here for what looks like an epic encounter. Tell us exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, so here we're midway through the quest that we're showing for UB Forward.
Midway.
Here
okay.
we're looking at the assault of Berg Castle. So these are big moments that usually sort of culminate at the end of the story. And so here Eivor, our Viking raider, is taking a group of raiders and Fyrds into Berg Castle to go and take down Ruid and his clan.
So who exactly is Ruid, and why does Eivor sort of want to pick a fight with him?
Basically, Ruid comes into play about halfway through this story arc, where at the beginning of the arc, this is something that happens before, Ruid basically caused a lot of turmoil within the territory, and Oswald, who's the sort of elderman to inherit this territory, needs your help to take him down. Oswald having just been defeated in a previous quest, and so here this is revenge, but also accomplishing your ultimate goal.
So Fizz, as you're talking, we're seeing some of the combat of
We got
Valhalla.
to see so
Can you
much,
tell us a
man.
little bit about the changes to combat this time around?
I think with Soto we received like 35 minutes in total. 35.
Wanted to basically add a lot of new mechanics to it. So we added like some dual wielding for the player, like a stun system in there. And we really needed to do this to sort of portray that sort of the brutality that comes with being a Viking in this day and age. So it sort of fits into that the time and the character.
Oh man, it's so brutal.
Oswald. He lives.
Oswald lives!
Eivor, is that you?
Now that we've seen that Oswald is alive, we have Ruid within our sights. What's the next step here?
So the next move for Eivor is to finally face off against Ruid. She has her allies. They can take care of the rest of the army. Now it's time to go one-on-one against Ruid in one of our boss battles, actually.
Your battle is not yet won, Oswald.
And it's worth pointing out, actually, that here what we're showing is the player going and facing off against Ruid aggressively, but we tend to always have to support a 360-degree approach in these things. So the player could have approached this a little bit more stealthily and got...
I want to see a bit more of the exploring. I'm really interested in that. Or maybe some different area fights. You can put a heavy attack. You have stun attacks, you got heavy attacks.
When Eivor does this, obviously you have access to a full suite of abilities. So again,
yeah, here it says, raising iron, clear out Ruid's man.
Improvements that we've done to the fight system. You have some brutal axe throwing in there. You have archery or like...
And I think you can heal yourself. It says like you have like 6 lives, or maybe you have like 6 lives to complete this entire quest.
Range combat abilities in there as well. So really, again, like depending on what your playstyle is, you can customize your loadout and go in there how you wish.
Like right here, level like life went away.
How you and like depending on what your playstyle.
What is the reason that the life goes away?
You can customize your loadout and go in there.
Oh, it's just a cut. Oh, it's a cut.
Fizz, we just saw this giant pulse go out. What exactly was that?
So that is what we call the Odin sight. The Odin sight is basically our interpretation of the eagle vision from previous games, and we thought it was good to sort of bring that back. It's basically Eivor's intuition. It's how she perceives the world. When player uses that, it'll highlight basically interactive objects, like things that will bring her an advantage. So we'll have arrows, like health consumables that are in there. So it really is like a good way of sort of understanding the world and showing you like things that you can go and touch.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of things we can touch, we just picked up this awesome new weapon.
It's something we wanted to play with on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where we have fewer weapons in the game, but you can invest in them more, so they become your weapon. And so depending what your preferred playstyle is, or your weapon.
When your health is full, food is stored as rations and can be used when you're low on health.
And so depending what your preferred playstyle
climb the church tower
is, or your preferred weapon type, then you can go and choose, I'm gonna fight with this weapon and invest heavily into that.
Not only are we looting weapons, but we see something here called the Book of Knowledge. Can you tell us a little bit more about?
So collecting the Book of Knowledge will give you all the access to all the different abilities.
They unlock skills for the player. So here you can see the Valkyrie dive that has just been unlocked. We have these spread out throughout the world. So again, to promote exploration and discovery. As you travel through the world and you explore locations, you can find these books that will add abilities that you can go and invest in, put into your loadout, then go into the different locations or the different quests in the game and use those depending on what your playstyle is.
Now we've recaptured this village, we've secured more troops for our assault. Let's jump back now and figure out what we want to do with Rued.
The rightful king of East Anglia has spared your life today, and so it will be.
Who the raiders are in your ship to hear more about their lives, so you can actually queue up stories.
So if you guys remember this, like we had Assassin's Creed Black Flag, right? And on that pirate ship, you could literally ask for songs, right? You can request songs from everyone who's on that ship. But right here, you can actually ask for personal stories. So you can ask personal things. And depending on who is on that ship, you're going to get a different story. So you'll literally get to know every single one of your like Vikings on your ship with doing the raid with you. Which is pretty
dope.
A
little bit more background.
So you know everything
so
around
you.
You feel connected
your sort of
to
fighters
well.
as you're traveling around the world, which is a cool moment.
So here we're seeing a
all
bit
the
of a different
flying
view.
around.
What exactly are we looking at?
We had this on previous Assassins where you would like ride on your horse and you could pull out, have the horse sort of.
And there's like a little boat right here, the guy on it.
Follow the track. We have a similar thing for the ship where you can put up your sails. It's cruise control for the ship, so you can pull back, take in the scenery, listen to some songs or some stories, and just take it all in.
So, speaking of Viking songs, we have an activity here.
I wonder if they actually uploaded something on that channel right now. Let me see. Let's go to... Okay, so they did actually upload quite a bit. The official gameplay. They have... Wow. Okay, they have... how many uploads today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 uploads in like freaking 2 hours. No, go back. I'm not watching PewDiePie right now.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go.
So actually, like, the main goal is gonna be that you're going to be, you know, building your settlement. They already announced it, but that is like the heart. That is what you. But that's what the entire. You can do whatever you want in the game, you know, but the settlement has to be good in a hostile land. So probably England, because the ground is better there to farm.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline.
I hate like the subtitles on the video. Like I want to get this video and make my own video on it, and then have all the subtitles on my freaking screen. All right, guys.
Your crew will assist you in.
I think this video gives a really clear view of what's going on, right? It gives a really clear view of what's going on. This video right here. Gameplay overview trailer. And then we have 2 different trailers for Far Cry 6. 2 different trailers? This one is 4 minutes. Have you been watching this thing for 4 minutes? It felt so short. And this is the one kind of like giving it an intro, like the title. Other than that, I would say that the interesting things that we've seen in this live stream today must be, you know, Just Dance was pretty funny, gotta be honest. The Crew 2, I don't play that game, but I know it's a really good one. Goes Recon, had some update. Watch Dogs Legions, obviously, and London. And Hyperscape is interesting together with Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 6. That just looks really interesting at this point to me. Is there anything else? Is there anything more? I wonder. Let's refresh. Let's refresh the page. I'm going to try to get something new for you guys. Assassin's Creed Valhalla news. Maybe there's something new that we can talk about. Hands on the combat. Early gameplay. I don't know. You guys still watching? Let me know something in the chat. Let me know something in the chat, guys. Yeah, I think we've seen pretty much everything regarding the Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer. A lot of new information came our way when we looked at this, especially if you looked at, you know, the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the overview. It literally gave us everything in a separate part, which makes it so much easier to consume. If you would get it all together, you would probably be confused, like really confused. And if you don't know that much about the Viking era, I still recommend you watch the Netflix series Vikings. It is actually a 6-season series. And you're probably thinking like, well, should I watch that entire thing? Well, let me tell you right now, like, you don't have to watch the entirety in season 2 right now. And I already know a lot, like literally all the basic that I should know before I dive right into this story. So if you guys are looking for a channel that covers all the Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay, the news, the updates, everything that you need to know, you know, the channel right here is the channel that you should be at. I'm going to do this entire game on the channel. I'm not even kidding. Literally every single bit of the game that you guys want to know, I will let you know. I do know that a lot of people are following me for news, for updates, tips and tricks. You're not following me to know the entire story and to get spoiled. So I will not do that. I'm not a Let's Play channel. I'm not into those type of things. So I won't do that. But I will show you everything that you need to know about the game. All right, everything you need to know about the game. I'm not saying I'm never doing a Let's Play. If I grow really big, I will definitely do that. but I think right now it's not really the time to do so. What's up, Tom? What's up, Tom? How you doing, man? This game got me extremely, extremely hyped. Is there anything Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Is there anything Assassin's Creed Valhalla? The Red Bread, really? Really? You walk through the game, bro? You just upload the gameplay. Yeah, everyone is just uploading the gameplay, obviously. Still live? They're still live?
Tasks and kind of like
okay. We've seen that. Is hilarious. How is it hilarious? How is Assassin's Creed Valhalla hilarious? He's just making fun of the game. It's literally so good. It's literally so good. It's good to hear. It's going great with you, Tom. It's good to hear, bro. Yeah. I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Okay. I'm pretty sure you did, bro. The game is not even finished. The game is not finished. What are you talking about? It's brutal. That's for sure. It is really brutal. The Assassin's Creed Valhalla experience. What the hell is this about? What the hell is this about?
First things first, this video is sponsored by Ubisoft. I was able to play a very... The game is not finished. Stop saying it. You're playing the game, okay? Stop. Please stop saying that. This is my boy Blackwoods, my friend. Choose official release date. Video of yesterday. That views are not correct though. They're not correct. It's just, yeah, not a video of mine. Yeah. I think pretty much everyone right now is making a video about the event itself. I had a blast of a day today. We have been looking at like a lot of Assassin's Creed related stuff. I think there's more to see. I think we could take a look right now at the let me see right here. I want to see this. I want to look at that. I want to see that one. That. This will do. And at the end, we're gonna watch Assassin's Creed Valhalla one more time. All right. One. Oh yeah. No, don't play anything. Don't play everything at the same time. All right. I have to pause all of these before I move in. Guys.
London town.
London town. All right, guys. We're gonna move in one more time. Looking through everything we've seen so far. I'm excited with what I've seen so far today. Really, really excited. This is the trailer I saw yesterday already because it did get leaked. It was completely in French, but still I saw it. This is probably Voss from Far Cry 3. You know, the freaking weird-ass villain.
Perfect, but useless. I have something for you.
Actor from Breaking Bad. Despacito. Not Despacito, okay? Despacito.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course,
the
pin.
The pin! There you go.
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me.
I like this trailer.
Now. I am El Presidente.
I am El Presidente.
You will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms.
I feel like playing. I really do feel like playing Far Cry 6 as well.
What's best for them.
Although it's coming next year in February, 18th of February.
still gonna take a while.
They will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Oh my god, he almost tripped. Who gives a child a grenade? Who does that?
They will answer you with screams. Call you evil. A monster. And give you this. So you tell me, are you evil?
But the way they made it, I think it's like they actually did film this, and then later on they put it in a computer and made it look like a game.
It's like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom.
Molotov incoming! Bang!
You understand now? Prove it.
Oh my god. Prove it. I wonder if he actually did throw the grenade right there in the audience, like in the... Alright, so what we got right here. This is what I let you guys know yesterday already. I let you guys know yesterday. This is officially announced today. But yesterday there was a leak, so I'll let you know early. Available 18/2/21. Pre-order now. Assassin's Creed 6. Here it says down below. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One. It says 4K Ultra HD, HDR, small delivery, Epic Games, the Ubisoft Store, Uplay, and Stadia. Pre-order now and get access to the Libertad pack. Disco Colossus. What the hell is this dog? Oh, no, we can't even laugh. That's just... Oh, man. Libertad Chorizo. It's a dog with a wheelchair. Because he doesn't have two legs. Right there. Okay. Okay, guys. Far Cry 6. Alright.
Fuerzas ultrapenetrantes, estamos cansados de los farsantes, de los...
So what is the difference between those two trailers? Or did I just open it twice? Let me check. Ubisoft Forward. What is the difference? I opened it twice. I'm an idiot. And this kind of, I don't know, this boat. Well, I've never seen such an old boat in a like a Far Cry game. Like, looks so beautiful, man. The textures and everything they've used here looks so absolutely stunning. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe down below and turn on post notifications. I will be revealing all the open world games coming up. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Cyberpunk 2077, obviously, you know, Far Cry 6. I will be covering all of that on the channel. Ghost of Tsushima, which is coming out this Friday. Make sure to be subscribed, guys, if you're not just yet. The pills. I wonder what that red stuff is. It looks like
like paint powder or whatever, bro. But like, it looks like red powder, but can't really describe. It must be sick. It must be a sick game. Well, I don't know with Far Cry 5. If I'm being really honest, I was kind of bored playing it. I played Far Cry from Far Cry 1 on. Like, one of my friends had Far Cry 1. I played Far Cry 2. I had the special edition. Even have a t-shirt of that game still. Yeah. I even have a t-shirt of Far Cry 2. Then I played 3, which was with Vaz. 4 was incredibly awesome. And then 5 was really promising. But I don't know. I found it boring. There wasn't too... Like, there was more to do than whenever in every freaking Far Cry. You couldn't make your own maps. There was just not enough to keep me busy. Let's put it like that.
Watch and learn how it's done. Perfecto.
So what happens to the freaking quality of this video? Alright, I want to see it HD, man.
Showtime.
That's mine.
Hyperscape does look really lit.
Let's show 'em
I'm not
what I
gonna
made.
lie. It looks really cool.
Go time. I got this.
It looks like the more advanced version of Apex Legends in some way.
Watch closely. Here we go.
In some way it does. Hyperscape. Play the beta. Got me hyped. Definitely playing that. I know it's free right now. I'm already signed in to download it for free. Trying out that first beta. Hyperscape official trailer.
Wait, what was that? A hack in the hyperscape.
It's like a guy with a freaking sword, like a samurai. This isn't Ghost of Tsushima, man. You are in the wrong game.
About 30 years ago.
So basically,
everything that we feared
2022.
about our
This should
future
happen,
started
okay?
to come
This should
true.
happen then.
We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions.
No.
So, here we are. 10 billion souls living in the
Guys,
flesh
wait.
of the megacities.
Can we appreciate, right here, can we appreciate how far gaming got to this point that trailers look better than freaking movie trailers? I'm not even gonna lie. They look better than some movie trailers that we see.
But the people at Prisma changed everything. They gave everyone a way out. The Hyperscape. In the Hyperscape, the biggest
Look at the
draw by
colors,
far
man. The blue
is
colors
Crown
everywhere.
Rush. This is
Windows
where
reflecting
anyone
that.
can become someone.
99 people in a battle royale.
If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt. users disappearing from the real world.
Like, I wonder with this one, I wonder just like, it is a Battle Royale game, but it looks like it has so much more depth than all the other Battle Royale games. You know what I mean? Like, in Battle Royale games, mostly you just have like this open world, and you have Battle Royale first person or third person, and you have different characters. But there's not much of a story in a lot of these games. But right now, it is like you're actually like escaping the real world, going into this hyperscape world where everything can happen that you want. Basically, you play a Battle Royale game there with 99 players.
A darker secret lies at the heart of hyperscape.
But there's more going on than just that Battle Royale. That's crazy.
Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the hyperscape.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Play, like everyone who's watching this stream right now, play the open beta on the PC now. Okay? Right now. I'm not even giving you a second more.
Metropolis.
Watch Dogs Legions got me really surprised, gotta be honest.
Town. A modern metropolis. Built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Bang! With a bang.
Oh my god.
Look at those graphics on his face, man.
Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
Ubisoft is doing such a great thing with the games they are putting out.
The government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go
Ladies
wrong?
and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers. With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him.
So, anyone that you see in Watch Dogs Legions, you can literally get him off the street and literally make them help you out. Same with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where you can just go ahead, make people curious on your plans and make them raid with you.
Or even her. Everyone could become your next secret weapon. In our first mission, we need to get some dirt on Nigel Cass, and that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
We got map, missions, teams, options.
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Bro, I love London
Like
City.
everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But
If there's
as
a place I could
construction
teleport
worker,
to
he has a
right
particular
now,
set
it
of
would be
tools that
London.
make him handy.
But I wanted to take my girlfriend Sana with me then.
He can even call his own cargo drone. Perfect for gate crashing, when you're not invited. And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail gun?
Come here, you soidoid shitboard.
Can't wait to play with that nail gun. Literally freaking... Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, what is that thing?
That's a
Perhaps
drone,
we can
bro.
approach this mission differently. If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
What have we here?
A real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Here we are. Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
What I'm mostly doing is I'm looking at these gameplays, trailers,
I'm reading incoming drones.
you know, several times, you know, because you miss out on so many things.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor.
Oh, you can literally
And
control
if you're
different
not into
drones.
direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done.
There are, I think,
Recruiting an
6,
Albion
12,
officer like Brielle here
14
might be
ways to get the
challenging,
job done, to be exact.
but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the defense.
We're
minister
missing
on
the
line
human
right
element
now.
here.
If you feel you must.
Shot in the head, bro. Get shot in the head. There we go.
Criminals running our streets, illegals threatening our families, the police commissioner himself, assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence.
Next
up,
assassinated by
Mary Kelly's
terrorists.
organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good.
So it's literally the entire city of London
We
reproduced.
need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal
You know how big London is, man.
Don't disturb me in my natural
It's like the biggest city of freaking Europe.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
Like putting another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Hey, Sonna. I just said if I want to go to London, if I could teleport to London,
problem though.
and I would definitely do it right now, but only with you.
And he's passed out. Ah, well.
Hey,
We'll come back to it.
I'm scoring
You know
my
what?
points.
Let's go with someone a bit more professional. It's almost crass to call him a hitman.
I'm going to sleep. All right, all right, all right. Good night.
Some might even call him an artist.
The music on like Cyberpunk and Watch Dogs Legions, all
Here's the
all those filter sounds.
Done and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero.
Underground fights,
So
backflip,
get out there,
Aston
find the
Martin.
best recruits, and build your resistance.
That guy just literally had banged someone with his head.
Back London.
London. Reclaim my future.
Paintings spreading subversive.
We got two more. We got two more, guys.
Weeks across London are not the
Then
work
I'm
of
out.
several people, as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group Delta.
This short movie is brilliantly done. So this is a mixture between, I think, AI or After Effects and camera footage.
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
And this is pretty
First,
shocking,
they
man.
came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out because I was not a foreigner.
First time I wasn't sure if it was real, but right here you can see that it's actually real.
Then They came for the protesters. I did not speak out because I was not a protester. Then they came for the journalists, and I did not speak out because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists, but I did not speak out because I am not a street artist.
What are you? I think they'll be using the green screen quite a lot to make this stuff happen. There's no point in keying that out by hand.
And I realised that eventually they'd come for me, and there would be no one left to speak for me.
Bark, bark, bark. This is such an over edit.
Right! Oh! Nice! Where are we off to, sir?
It's fine. I'll show you the way.
Okay. Sorry, miss. Jesus! All right, so we're in a total mess now, so let's get the hell out of here.
Awesome. I like it. I like this short movie.
And there's nothing more debilitating than that. This way, not to be able to do what you're passionate about.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed Albion...
Well. Welcome to the Resistance.
Yep. Okay.
Welcome gift for our...
One time. Let me see.
It is time we go.
So we still got some interesting parts of this.
Fighting whatever settlement is giving you access to. It's assembled in an equal coordinate.
Yep. All right.
With the vital.
All right.
It. Avoiding an villages.
All right, I feel like we have seen everything right now, guys. I've been going through every single little thing that I could possibly go through in the entire Ubisoft Forward event. At least, you know, the 3 interesting games, Far Cry 6, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Watch Dogs Legions. And even, Hyperscape, which looked really, really dope. If you guys really like these type of live streams, you can literally see I'm freaking tired after this live stream. How long have I been live for? Freaking almost 3 hours. Really looking into detail of every single thing. I literally have every single thing in there. So make sure to go ahead, guys. Subscribe down below if you really want to see more of these videos, live streams. I will be live streaming the important events, but obviously, if I make videos, I will probably make videos. No, I will definitely make videos about all the open world games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Cyberpunk 2077, and also Ghost of Tsushima, which is coming out this Friday. I'm really hyped for that game. Right now, I'm going back on the grind, making some more videos for you guys. So I'll see you guys in that video. This was Cheese. I'm out. Peace.